Yes, people, welcome to Bedroom Reds TV. It's your boy Barnes. It is your show, the Friday Night Line, where we're going to have some banter, we're going to have some laughs, we're going to have some debates. It's going to be a fun one tonight. We're going to have some banter, we're going to have some laughs, we're going to have some debates. Enjoy the show. Make sure to smash the like buttons, comment, subscribe, share the video, and tell a friend to tell a friend. Let's get it.
No.
Yes, people, welcome to Bedroom Reds TV. As we are on the verge of bringing number 20 home, back to Anfield, back to the Liverpool Football Club, tying United, we got our Friday Night Line, where this is the fan channel, this is the show. You get to say your voice, air your grievances, throw some banter at the rival clubs who said that we weren't going to do it this season. None of them had us in the running to win this league. But we doing it. Pop said it. I said it. Angel said it. Crab just likes waffling. You know how it goes. But we love Crab anyway. But yeah, this is your show. Bless up to honesty. Bless up me familia. Sabozlai is still a bum. Less assistant Edison, a goalkeeper. But number 20 coming home Sunday. Facts. The link, Lex, is in the chat, brother. Fun for Arsenal, one same amount of games as Shite City. Draw 13 times, lost point 18 times. From a winning position, these men are bums. Also, Harvey, too. Prem Star Boy. Yeah, bro. I'm telling you. Luis Diaz has completed football. Meanwhile, Arsenal are in face. Who knows? Arsenal in so many faces started to look like Michael Jackson. Yeah, big. Yeah, exactly. Big up to Clark Kent. Big up to Lex. Tarmizi, I can see in the building. Big up Turk. Pops is in the building, number 20. My man here looking like a monk, a Shaolin monk, the up in there. Studying. Oh, look at my man, Tarmizi. What you saying, brother?
I'm good, brother. I'm all right. I'm as I said early on, because I know you were in Coppish call in. I told Cal I'm just relaxed. From the beginning of the season, even though I predicted that we will get third at the end of the season. But hey, no complaints. Coming into this Sunday with a point away. Yeah, I'm in a feel good factor, man. No complaints. I don't care what the rivals would say. I couldn't care less. At the end of the day, it's that trophy and the medal presentation that and of course the parade. Yeah, good times ahead. Good times ahead.
Great times
Gonna
ahead, Karamizzi. Not good times, great times ahead. Let me say,
Really?
big up to our brother Lex. Lex, what's going on, brother? Number 20 coming in. You ready to cook some Arsenal goons?
No man, we're just a dealer that come, is it?
Big up JP. What are you saying, brother?
Big up to everyone. Yeah. Long time Liverpool fan from Trinidad and Tobago too as well.
I hear the
First
Trini
time on the
accent.
show. Yeah,
You
first
live in
time on the
Trinidad?
show. Yeah, man. So happy, after been suffering for a long time as a Liverpool fan with the Premier League, with in '09 seeing Federico Chiesa scoring for Man U, Gerrard slipping, the two times club came close with 90 something points, 93 and 97, I think, respectively. Now it feels good to have a second one under the our belt and going for 21 next year.
I like it. Going for 21. I like it. You know what I can do? That can send in my U fan base in the turmoil, and that may end up giving, I hope it don't, that can give my man Alex Ferguson some heart palpitations. That is for sure. If Liverpool get 21 leagues before Manchester United, say straight goods. Where's Gunnar Lee? He ain't hiding, man. He don't want to see me. He don't want to see Liverpool fans right now. Gunnar Lee in timeout too, with the amount of madness that he's come out saying towards the Liverpool fans. Very, very, very questionable. Very, very, very questionable. But Tarmizi, I come to you, man. Sunday, you celebrating?
Oh yeah, definitely. So okay, because right at the moment it's still the month of the post Ramadan that we're doing the Eid celebration in it. But on Sunday, we have this like you guys for the like you guys have the Thanksgiving in it. Like this is our version. But I've already allocated my time on Sunday that before the game we're gonna have a housewarming kind of thing. But when the game starts, I don't want to be disturbed. So just to have like that game focused, against Spurs, and obviously with my siblings, especially with my brother, another long-time Liverpool, not a die-hard, but we still follow scorelines and whatnot, still follow the games, even though the kickoff is not that favorable. But
What time
hey,
will it be for you?
I think it's gonna be about, I think at 9. Is it 9-ish?
It's 11:30 Eastern time is the game.
Okay, so it's 11, half 11, because it's just 12 hours difference between your time and our time.
Okay.
Just midnight. But still, regardless, by then I just want to get that game ready. As a supporter, don't want to be bothered by anything other things and stuff. And yeah, we might me and my brother we might do like a with a projector in front of us at home. So it's like a huge screen, like a theater theme, and just tune in and see where it goes after the final whistle.
Okay,
That's
fair
yeah,
enough. Fair.
plan.
Any drink of choice, drinking soft drinks. You don't drink alcohol, correct?
No, we don't drink. Probably like a diet soda at the closest. Stay healthy.
What about coconut water? Does that work?
Oh yeah, that's more than acceptable. But I think
Okay.
for me,
What do you got, Barnes? What you got going on over there?
Sunday, I might have a rum still.
Okay. I mean, you have to have something for the celebration, right?
An aged one, like a 23-year-old, something drink neat or on the rocks, just to have the celebration,
Yeah. Because it's almost like a guaranteed. Like if we draw the game, we're winning the title.
We enjoying the game. We gonna batter Spurs.
Yeah,
Let me call a
yeah.
spade a spade. That man gonna come with a weak squad because they got to prepare for a semi-final in midweek on Thursday. They can't afford to have no injuries for a big semi-final game. This is the only thing that could potentially save Ange Postecoglou from getting sacked at the end of this season. is getting to a final and hopefully winning in Europa because Spurs is atrocious right now.
Yeah.
Them men got 18 losses in the Prem. Tomorrow, Sunday, gonna be 19. They gonna have 20 losses at the end of the season. Out of a
They still
20,
got 5 games to
38.
go too. They can win a lot. They can lose a lot more than 20.
Yeah. He's still getting stuck either way. Whether he wins
Yeah.
Europa, he getting stuck either way. They just holding him to his word that he always wins a trophy in his second season.
Yes.
So even whether he does that, he's getting stuck anyway. So
Yeah.
he looking to save face with that trophy. So they're going not a weak side they're going to put out, but they're not going to take that game serious. And this is where I think Salah, Diaz, Salah has to get 2 assists to get his records up. So I think this is the game where Salah is going to try to get his GA up to get closer to Henry's record and break
Yeah,
it.
these guys need to sharpen up in front of goal, bro.
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
just missing bare chances after Salah just puts it in the play for them, bro.
Yeah,
Like that
Agreed.
header for Jota the last game pisses
Easy,
me off,
easy.
bro.
Jota's
Like,
criminal right now.
Oh my
in front of
god!
the
Oh
goal.
my god!
Criminal.
Bro was literally like 4 yards off the goal, and he taps the crossbar, bro. Like what the hell, man? Like
I know. Big up to Honesty, member for 15 months. Honesty, love is always for the support, brother. Always. Always,
Absolutely.
always, always. Big up to Adrian. I seen everybody in the chat. Big up to Anfield. Big up to Irishman. Man, fellas, I excited. I gasped because look, I called this for the beginning of the season. Me and Pops and Angel, and I had to wait all this time to hold back and be like, yeah, we celebrate officially. Officially, we celebrate. I'm looking forward to the game on Sunday. Lex, what you drinking Sunday, my man?
get rid of that
Man,
picture of Iniesta. Put Virgil up there, bro.
I know you got Iniesta in the background.
Yeah,
Lex, what
Iniesta, man.
happened?
Come on, man. Put Virgil up there, man, and put it next to the Premier League title.
yeah, bro. Yeah. Iniesta, bro.
Lex drinking Guinness Sunday. That's what Lex
Man,
drinking.
not drink no Guinness, brother.
No? What you drinking? Dragon Stout then.
To be honest with you, just the win alone might intoxicate me. You get it?
Fierce. JP, what you drinking? Were you drinking Angostura 1919? What you drinking?
Nah, well, I mean, it's kind of like bittersweet because I do think we actually getting the trophy on Sunday. So we not actually, I think it's at the last game
Yes,
of the
Palace.
season.
Yeah.
So, you know, a little red wine, with the little wife, a little celebration, and that's it. And then when we actually playing Crystal Palace, I think the last game of the season in Anfield, then, we'll see what's going on then. But it kind of, you're winning the title and you're not getting to see your side lift the trophy on Sunday after wait until the last day of the season.
Yeah.
But the feeling that I have now is that I since February, I know I was going to win the title because of how well we are playing and because how poor Arsenal is playing. And even though I'm excited for getting that title, it was expected. It's not like the nail biters we had before and stuff to be kind of happy. So it's more like a cool chill watching my team perform, have the little red wine there, and then when it's Crystal Palace, you'll try to see what you're drinking. Then when we get to lift that trophy,
Yeah. You know who I'm really excited for? I'm really excited for the Liverpool fans and the Liverpool supporters at the stadium. The reason why I'm saying that is the last time we won the league, they can celebrate. They weren't in there to celebrate with the team. We could celebrate the trophy. Nothing. It was an empty stadium. They didn't get to do a parade. Personally, for me, I would love that when they do the parade on the Monday, that both Prem trophies on the bus.
Yeah.
Both of them. I ain't want just one. I want all two because they couldn't celebrate the first one. And look, I have no qualms on bringing back the players too to be on that bus for the first trophy win. As the honest truth, bring them back. Bring back everybody on that team that was support that team. Get on the bus. Have one bus with that team. I Salah and some of the guys will have to be jumping buses because they can go both trophies.
Which team that?
Yeah, I heard
Team that
Club
won a
might
trophy
be
in
in the
in
city, but
19.
he's not on the bus. I heard Club might be in the city, but he's not on the bus.
Yeah, Klopp gonna be in the stadium for sure.
In
I just think that they
19.
should celebrate.
I think some of the players might make it. They might just go like be in the stadium or something like that. Maybe something
Have
like that.
Bobby Firmino there. I would like to see Bobby
Yeah.
in the stands. I'd like to see Mane in the stands.
No Trent though.
Why
Give
not,
me
bro?
no Trent. Trent gonna be
Did
on
he
the
score that last game?
flex.
No man, Curtis Jones scored a goal in it.
Oh my god, bro. Nah, he can't score
Hey,
that,
you never
bro.
watched the
Curtis
game?
Jones in his whole career
You
cannot
never
score a
watched
goal
the
like
game?
that. And his
You
left
never
foot,
hey listen, you
his
never
weak
watched the
foot
game.
high volley, bro. You told
You
me Curtis
never
Jones
watched
could
the
score that.
game. You never watched the game. I mean, I know where you are sick.
Nah, Trent's my guy, bro. I can't do that to him, bro. Trent's my
Yeah,
guy,
you
bro.
can't do it to him. Me would do it for you.
Nah, I can't turn on Trent, bro. I turn on
Late.
Coutinho. I turn on
Coutinho,
Suarez.
hey brother, you turn from Coutinho. We get 100 mil. Coutinho gave us Van
No.
Dijk and Alisson in
Coutinho
it.
was a
What
prick.
Trent give we? What Trent give we?
No.
Coutinho
No.
give we Van
Coutinho was
Dijk
a
and
prick.
Alisson. What Trent give we? Leave on a free to Madrid because I want the glory. Man, get out of here with that.
No. He was trying to pretend to be injured and he was being a prick and he want to go play
Hey,
with his
listen.
little side chick Missy, bro.
Hey,
You know what I'm
bro,
saying? That's
listen.
why we dunked on his head top,
100
bro.
mil. 100 plus mil. That's all we have.
150 million we get for Coutinho, yo.
That may tell you.
No, that's
And
good. But
nothing
that's
but
the
Coutinho
club
gave us
situation.
the
But
Premier
player
League and the
disrespected us.
Champions League with that money.
Yeah, and we're gonna win. We're gonna win after Trent leaves. We're gonna win when Trent's here.
Yeah,
We're
but him not
Liverpool. We
leave her
do
with
it either
nothing.
way,
Him
bro.
not leave her with nothing.
Yeah, but
Him not leave her
what
with nothing.
with this
When
Trent
your
thing,
ex-girl
because-
leave you, you come
Yeah,
out
you
and talk
need to
about,
get
I'm
something.
still in love
Bro,
with her and
players
I
come
can't
and
fight
go,
her
bro.
and
He's
all
been
of
with
this
us
and
for
that.
8
No,
years. He can move on, bro.
no,
I-
I not say that work. I not say that work. Me invest too much of my time and energy at defend Trent. For this brother just go. First of all, him can't defend. Forget it.
Yeah.
All of this positivity, him can't defend. I would spend years to defend this brother. Oh, you mean him good defensively, him this, him that, him creative, whatever him doing the creative end, cover for the fact that him can't defend or whatever stories we make up for this brother. And this brother just say, listen, I'm out. Peace. Thanks to the memories, guys. And then him score this little volley. And all of a sudden, him I get angry and I throw this. Brother, go about your business. We don't want none of that performative bullshit. You cannot, it's like a girl I leave you and I talk about, I still love you. What that matter? Yeah, leave.
But see, we look good. We can get another girl. You know what I'm saying?
Another
girl.
Yes, listen,
Yeah.
we're not worried about the other girl because we did already
get
have two
another
while
girl,
we're
bro.
with her.
Don't worry about her, man.
But
she wanted to be with Madrid.
Listen.
She thinks it's good over there. She thinks
No,
the rainbow is shining on the other side, bro.
Listen, two things
When
can
he
be
gets
true.
whooped by Barcelona, then he's gonna start
Trent,
missing us.
It can be bun Trent, and we're gonna also get a right back that can actually defend. You understand?
Dude, we already got a
the
right back who
two
can
of them can
defend.
stand.
We're just gonna get another one to rotate with, bro. You know what I'm saying? We're good, bro. Don't
Bun
worry
Trent.
about
No,
it.
it's so
No,
what?
man, a
What?
straight fire for Trent, man. Big man thing.
Big man.
Bradley's my guy, bro. Hey, I'm here for Bradley, bro.
More on them buck Arsenal again next year, so Arsenal can do the same thing. Declan Rice with the 2 bogus free kick, and then all of a sudden Declan Rice world class.
Yeah.
Get out of here, man.
Nah, he's a good player. I will give him that. He is a good player.
Yeah, brother, but not world
I'll
class
take him
and
out of
good.
Liverpool. I'm not gonna let you.
No, so
World class? No. People can become
What you
world class
say?
when they come to Liverpool, bro.
Hold
They're
on,
not
hold
world
on,
class
hold on,
there,
hold on.
man. They're world class with us.
You know if Declan Rice come to Liverpool, it's like him a battle for a spot with Endo.
Nah, I don't go that far, bro. Nah.
You know that?
I don't go that far.
All right, so I'm better than McAllister? No.
no.
No,
I'm
he'll
better
play
than
alongside
Gravenberch?
McAllister.
No.
Nah, he's better than Graf. I'm sorry,
Huh?
he's better than Graf. He's better than
Better.
Graf.
Hey, brother.
Graf can defend, bro.
So you
Graf-
defend Trent, and you say Declan Rice better than Ryan Gravenberch.
yeah, he's better than Graf, bro.
Ryan Gravenberch, who play every game for us this season. Ryan Gravenberch, who's the most press-proven midfielder I've seen since this
Man, don't
brother
go that far, bro.
behind
Don't
me.
go that
You
far.
see him?
No, he did well, but relax, bro. Relax.
He
bro.
did well.
Yeah, he did well, bro.
Relax.
Relax,
I mean,
relax.
The rotation.
So my bad. My bad, Declan Rice is better than Gravenberch, but who's going to have a Premier League medal? Which
Yeah,
of the
because it's
two?
Liverpool. We win trophies. They don't win trophies there.
No.
We win
This
trophies.
discussion is about
This is our second
Gravenberch
Premier League
and
in 2 years,
Declan Rice.
bro.
Why has Gravenberch literally played almost every game for us this season, irrespective of the lineup changes? Why?
Yeah, because he's essential for our lineup and the way we play.
Why is he essential? If Declan Rice is better than Gravenberch, explain to me the attributes between the two of them. Explain
Okay.
who's a
I
better
got you.
six than the
I
other.
got you. Let me break it down to you like this.
Mhm.
In my opinion, as a DM, just a DM, Rice can defend better and he's a little bit better. He's more press resistant than Grav. Grav dribbling and ball carrying, he's better.
Less resistant than Gravenberch.
Yeah, he is, bro.
Right. Declan
Yeah.
Rice.
Declan Rice is strong as
who
hell, bro.
hides behind the striker whenever it's time to receive the pass, who can barely turn. I've seen Gravenberch repeatedly over and over beat his man in the six to advance us up the pitch.
But
And Declan Rice,
did you guys
Declan
forget
Rice,
the
just,
PSG game and stuff
Declan
like
Rice, just the other day,
Against
had
Power.
5 forward passes
Yeah,
in
he's
an
been
entire
poor for a couple
game.
of games, bro.
Against Power.
No, I've been watching this guy, bro. I've been watching this guy before anybody even know about him. I know what Declan Rice is. Why you think I call this brother a centre back? For years, I've been calling this brother a centre back.
Yeah,
But
his defensive attributes are very good. Like he can
Bro,
tackle, he can intercept the ball, he can do all of that.
Now, to be honest, one of the reasons why we won the title this time around was
No, I'm an honest
the
Liverpool
transformation
fan.
of
See, look,
Gravenberch.
I can do the shameless thing, but I am
Yeah.
an honest
No,
man,
brother,
bro. You know what I'm saying?
If you think for 1 second I'm doing the shameless thing, you are mistaken. I wholeheartedly believe that Gravenberch is miles better than Declan Rice.
I mean, it's your opinion.
100%.
Yeah, it's your
As
opinion. I won't knock you for
a
it.
footballer, go on.
Gravenberch this season was the reason. So people saying Salah was the main reason because he was. But I truly believe that without the midfield reassurance from Gravenberch, I don't think we win in this title.
I agree.
That's why
I agree
Gravenberch
because
plays
it helps
every
his system.
game, bro. That's legitimately why Gravenberch plays every game.
We had
I agree on
midfield.
that because of the players we have available. Gravenberch is the best player that can do the job. I agree with you on that. You know
No. He does the job better than Declan Rice.
That was like a new signing. For Liverpool because he didn't play the previous season. He had injuries. And then nobody expected him to be so good. Who's this Gravenberch? He was already there and he just there. I think it was like for 20 games straight, Gravenberch was just running the midfield for whoever he's going up against. And then, I mean, the second part of the season, he fell off. So I'm hoping that was just because of tiredness.
That's fatigue.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm willing to give him some time. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's not there yet. Like, he's on his way. You know what I'm saying?
On his way to Declan Rice's level. Yo, all this brother man, like big man.
I on Lex's side of this one.
Okay, go ahead, man.
For me, Grab better than Rice.
Now, what attributes does Graf have that make you think he is?
All better than Rice. He's a better ball carrier. He better press resistant. He's a better passer. The only thing that I would say that Rice has over him right now is Rice is slightly better of a defender. But everything else,
I think
Grab is.
I got a question. If we had Rice in our midfield, do you think we get past PSG?
We should have got past PSG anyway. You know how much chances we miss.
No, I'm talking about that first game. They battered us. PSG played us off the park.
Look. Hold on. You see Tuesday of this week, and then next week, Wednesday, when PSG play against the Declan Rice that is better than Gravenberch, please, that Friday, after the second leg, I will be here and please turn up. I beg you.
I'm coming. I'm always here, bro. You know me, bro.
I beg you, bro. Because we lost.
Getting cooked,
we
lost
the midfield battle because of a tactical setup, and I think it was an error on the part of our manager. but
No,
I
I agree.
can't.
Like,
I
but you
can't
gotta
knock it.
understand something, right? I like okay. Let me try to break down to you guys this, okay? I remember before the game, everybody wanted us to play the 2-10 system, like the one we did against City, right? In
Mm.
my opinion, I don't think our manager likes to play that lineup. He only does it just in case of emergencies. You know, like if we're going to difficult away grounds, or like when we're in like in a disadvantage and we just need to get the win and leave. You know what I'm saying? I feel
Yeah.
like that's when he plays the 2-10s. But his natural style of play, he likes a 4-2-3-1. He likes to play with a natural striker. He likes to play with the wingers, and he likes to play with two pivot players. One, then they both cover ground and they both can progress the ball. That's what he was trying to go with both games. And he had a lot of trust on Jota, which he shouldn't. I agree 100%. Those two games were mostly on the manager because he should know with the players that he has and the type of team that he's facing, he should adjust his player and adjust his play style to accommodate them. You know what I'm saying?
I
But
can,
like the thing,
I can touch on that, but let me read it. This super chat. Big up to Honesty for the super chat. Lavia, Caicedo, Enzo, all gonna give Endo a guard of honor. We are back on top of the hill, looking down on the peasants. Facts.
Chelsea, where gonna get the guard of honor from?
Chelsea,
Chelsea.
Arsenal.
If so, all right. The only way Arsenal give us the guard of honor is if Spurs beat us.
No.
bro, this is like an impossible situation, man.
Well,
We're
next-
gonna
Yeah,
Oh, we
yeah.
need
If
it-
Spurs
we need
beat
it
us,
from
then they don't
Arsenal.
have to give us guard of
We need
honor.
the guard of
correct.
honor from Arsenal, man.
Yeah,
Oh,
we're
we
getting
can
both
get
guard
that
of
for
honor.
sure. But I can come to you, Abdi. Let me bring in AK in here too.
Mm.
Blessed up, AK. So I can give you an exact reason why that PSG game we didn't play well. We got opened up in the midfield. Mr. Locke played a 4-2-4 in that game. And
Hey,
had
yo,
a
you
press,
see this brother, this guy knows the sport.
and had a press going on, but the guys weren't pressing. And they've stepped past the press so easy, and you had 4 in the midfield going up against 2. You
Yeah.
are going to get
Them need
opened up.
Familia. Listen,
every single
Bonds.
time.
Them need Familia a Premier League medal as well. Them need to call them, tell them, say, yo, send it not the meal. Because you just take all of the words out of my mouth. This is exactly what I say.
Yeah.
I don't think it's we weren't pressing. After a couple times of trying to press and PSG beating the press, it was almost it's like a deflation that happens because they beat the press so easy because of the technicality of their midfielders. You get what I say?
Yeah.
So now the only chance Arsenal has against PSG is to hope that they can have their team positionally set in a way to force the chances for PSG strikers. Because for instance, we got battered, right?
Yeah.
But essentially, I don't think Slot turned up to that game to actually play football. He went there with a game plan to cancel out what PSG were going to do. Because if we were going to try and play football with PSG, we would lose.
Yeah.
Would get opened up too easy. The defense would face too much pressure. So the 4-2-4 was okay, but the problem I had with it was I would have more went for somewhat of a, you know how sometimes he goes with like a mid block.
Yeah.
And tries to crowd the midfield a little bit more. I'd prefer that approach if you're trying to nullify them. But it almost worked. It's just that the technicality of their midfielders was just too good. And not only that, these guys are very the three of them, Ruiz, Neves, and Vitinha. Technically sound, but not only that, they run as well. So these man put a lot of pressure. We were just consistently under enormous pressure, which lent, and then that's why we went long. Because it makes sense with the whole game plan. But at the end of the day, it's like, all right, yes, we got battered, but we turned up essentially to get battered and still nick a win. That's how we got through to the first leg. The only problem I had, you cannot go to Anfield with the same game plan.
But
that was my problem.
He tried to go on a more attacking approach, but the problem is because our midfielders don't cover enough ground and they're not technically sound. They could have played through us and immediately counter us. Like they had like some counter attacks that they missed.
All right, so our midfielders are technically competent. I think we have the second
they're
most
competent,
technically
but they're not at
competent
an elite
midfield.
level. They're
No, the
competent, but
issue
yeah.
wasn't necessarily the players. The issue was that we had two midfielders. That was the problem. You
He
can't,
did the
no
same
matter
thing.
how good the midfielders are, you can't just have two when PSG have three,
Yeah.
and
That's
three
right.
of the quality that they have. You get me?
Well, Lex,
And
I think we missing too because in the leg at Anfield, we supposed to be at least 2-0 up in 15 minutes, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah,
And we
yeah,
didn't
I
take our
agree.
chances
So
too. That was another problem.
that was the problem. And I think how Lex was explaining there is, remember when Slot did it against Man City,
Yeah.
it
It worked.
worked to a charm in Man City.
Because
But
we
what-
took our chances with that
but
corner.
what Slot didn't realize is no offense to Man City, is that Man City is not the powerhouse that they
Yeah.
were in the past. So it
They
was
don't have
easier
athletes
to
in the midfield.
execute on the Man City midfield. And then he tried it in PSG. That's why looked like we got battered, because you tried it against a better Man City and it didn't work. Because if we played the Man City in the past with that system, then we would have known if we could have taken that to go into PSG. But because it worked against a poor Man City, he said, well, let me try it in the PSG game because it worked, and it didn't work out. Remember, Slot inexperience in Europe as well. So, but I believe just the chances in Anfield, if we took at least one of those, we would have been through, and that's how knockout football is. Current.
Yeah, that's because of like the Anfield and like the atmosphere that we would have provided if we would have scored early. You know what I'm saying? Like that's kind of how we would have went through. But like the problem is we didn't take our chances in that game. And other than that, the midfield, we don't have a combative midfielder. We don't have somebody who can defend and cover a lot of ground. And that's why we get played through pretty easily through the press. You know what I'm saying? Like that's why I don't think Arsenal are going to struggle like the same way as we struggled, because their midfielders can defend. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but define struggle.
Struggle, like we were worn out after that game. Like especially that first game after we left with 1-0. Like all of the players were tired after that game because they had to run around and chase them while they were playing the ball through us. You know what I'm saying? With Arsenal, it's not going to be that bad because they do like to play a low to mid block. They do like to defend. Arsenal love to defend.
Yeah. So why we
They
have a
enjoy
better
defending.
defensive record than them?
We conceded more goals, but we got more clean sheets. It's kind of, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It's
but
like
I mean,
either or. But we have better defenders.
You realize the mood Saliba is in right now, and no, him going to play with the Frenchmen. You know,
we
him
have
just going
better
to pass it to one of them for a
They have
little
a good
goal, innit?
defensive structure. We have better defenders. We have better defenders. Like they have no defender of the level of Van Dijk. Let's be real, bro.
Well,
Van Dijk is the guy.
Arsenal said it's Saliba, right? And as Honesty
Saliba
said,
shenanigans. Come on, man, get that.
big up to Honesty again. Saliba without Gabriel looking real spooky.
Even Saliba with Gabriel is not good as Van Dijk, bro. Come on, man. Let's not do this, bro.
But Arsenal trader said that he is. Big up to Honesty again.
Okay,
King's
which one of them will have
as
a Premier League? How many Premier
player.
League does Saliba got? And how many Premier League does my guy got? Huh?
Them ain't got
2
none.
Premier Leagues.
Bro, you can't use that argument when you understand what I'm saying? Because you just do the Rice and Gravenberch thing. So you need to do the same thing with the Rice and Gravenberch thing now. How many Premier Leagues does Declan Rice have? Say it with me.
He's not gonna have any anyway. He's not gonna have any as long as we're here. He's not gonna have any unless he goes to Liverpool.
Big up to the Irishman. Remember 15 months. Chris and Tarmizzi look like twins. Stop it. Wait, do you guys phone up each other there with these?
Is it the glasses or what?
The glasses, yeah, the black shirt on. Yeah, you guys you twinning right now, man. You twinning
big
right
up, big up Tarmizzi. You went to Saudi, right?
Yeah, I did. For pilgrimage.
Okay. Did you do Umrah?
Yeah, I did.
Big up to you, bro.
11 days. I got back on last Saturday.
No, that's nice, man. Yeah.
Big up to Honesty again. Chris looking like he about to drop a hot 16 bars. Yeah, Angel just buy any time right now. Angel buy any time. AK, what's going on, brother?
Oh yeah. First of all, bless up the panel, bless up the chat every single time, and I was just hearing that certain Arsenal man are willing to compare Saliba and Gabriel with our best defensive duo who have won 4 Premier Leagues in a row. I'm telling you, these men are shameless, yeah,
Shameless,
and
shameless.
they are shameless, yeah, and I'll got a message for them. Where's your European Cup? Where's the European Cup, lads? Where's it? Don't chat me without winning a European Cup. Yeah,
I
you
think we should wait
fraud.
until May and then we can talk about that.
Them
Hey,
ain't winning
when,
nothing,
listen,
Ain't
man.
winning that.
hey, we
Come
don't
on,
need to wait.
man.
Hey,
Let
we
me
don't need
pass
to wait
the
for that. And the
PSG.
next thing, AK, ask Abdi about Rodri and Rice. Ask
No,
him.
Roger, that was not conversation, bro. Come on, man.
Oh yeah,
No,
well, no,
ask him. No, we
Rodri,
have to make sure. We have
conversation.
to make sure because the things with me here
Roger,
on this team
no,
so
no.
far, we have
We're
to
talking
make
about
sure. We have
we're
to go
talking
through
about
all
Rice
of the
and
stages.
Gravenberg, bro. It's not like
Eh?
we're talking about Rice and Gravenberg, not Roger and Rice, bro. Roger did
No, but
both
we
through
have to
both
make
of
sure.
them,
We
bro.
have to make sure. We
I
have
hear
to
you,
make sure.
I hear you, man. All right.
Listen,
Nah,
if
Ray
you're
Rice, I don't think he's the best
Men
midfielder.
think you understand how unbelievable I think your opinion is, though.
listen, I'll be honestly, if you
Mm.
Gravenberch, when he was in the Dutch league, right?
Yeah,
He was the highest rated player coming out of the Dutch league.
yeah,
And it's only because when he went to Bayern, he picked the wrong club and he fell off. But the kid's talented. The man's got a lot of talent. And he can play the 6 and he can play the 8 and play them both very, very well. He's a much better footballer overall than Declan Rice. Declan Rice is
okay.
just the bigger name right now. And because he hit them 2 worldlies, that I guarantee if he take them 20 times each, he'll miss everyone again. He
Okay,
ain't gonna hit them goals again.
okay.
Yeah, but all right, Barnes. Even if you'd like to say that Declan Rice is very good at taking free kicks, you can't give him that. You can't give him that.
Yeah.
2 spectacular free kicks. You get me?
Yeah, but has he scored free kicks like that ever before?
No.
All right,
That was his first time.
Quite possibly because he wasn't taking free kicks.
I think that's his only 2 free kicks in his career. I believe.
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah, the only
days.
2 free kicks scored in his career.
Yeah.
No,
You see, and that's
no, the
why
reason,
But
all
they
right,
were
the
good.
reason
That's the
I
thing. Like,
find
the shot was very good.
the reason I find it so hard to believe this guy's opinion is because, especially when man said that Rice is more press proven.
Yeah.
The reason I rate Gravenberch so much is because he's immensely press proven.
Oh,
And
yeah,
I watch
Gravenberch
Rice. I've been watching Rice play for England, play for West Ham, play for Arsenal continuously, not showing up for the ball, continuously not breaking the lines with passes, not breaking the lines with dribbling.
But like
Only
Gravenberg don't
time
do
you
that
see
either.
him carry,
Gravenberg, he doesn't do line breaking passes.
What?
Nah, not much.
Hey, brother, just tell
His
me you
passing
don't
is
watch the
actually
games,
awful,
man.
actually, to be honest with you.
Hey, brother, just tell me you don't watch the games, bro. Just say that.
Nah, I'll be honest with you, bro. His passing is not great.
I would say
Hey, brother.
His passing and shooting is awful.
His passing and shooting
Passing
could be
is
improved.
awful.
But he
Gravenberch.
presently, so okay. So for instance, right, I am objective. I will say that I'm very impressed with Gravenberch.
Yeah, I'm impressed too, but like,
but I would say showing me for the past couple of games now is that he needs to be rotated and he needs to improve on his passing. What I would say is that because I think Gravenberch, they call it the Gravenberch turn, the Grav turn, because when he gets that ball in midfield, he tends to spin his press with ease, and then we in transition, right?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. For the first 20 games, I can remember it with Manu when he took the ball from Casemiro, and then he broke into transition and gave it to Salah, and then Salah got the assist for thing. That's the kind of line true passes that he has in his locker.
Yeah,
and as
for
I said
me, like
before,
laying the ball off to Salah after making
so
a turn is
he
not
can
really like
improve
line
in his
breaking
shooting,
passing. But
and he can improve on his passing. To me, I would say the best passer Liverpool have in the midfield right now is McAllister. Right?
Yeah.
McAllister's our best midfielder.
I would say give Gravenberch 2 more years.
Hey, brother,
I agree with
any
you.
man ever played in the 6 before?
Excellent thing. So I'm not gonna say like he's the finished product. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna say it's
brother.
like he's his passing is this immaculate, because I've seen Gravenberch made simple errors in the passing too as well. But what I
Yeah, I
would
remember
say
in the
is
Fulham
that,
game away, he was really bad at passing.
yeah,
Everybody was
and
bad
that's
in
what I'm
that
saying.
Fulham
He
That's
game.
gave me
due to
migraines
fatigue.
the whole game.
That's due to
Yeah,
fatigue.
brother, the
And
man play like nearly 40 games for a minute.
Yeah,
Like,
I
log on.
hope.
I
And
hear
we're
it,
winning the
bro, but
league
like
primarily. We are winning the league by
Yeah,
but
playing
like,
Yes,
through
see,
him
this is
every
against
game.
Arsenal. If we're going against City with 90 plus points, I need him to be perfect.
yeah,
Go ahead,
Like
Nick.
Hey,
he's gonna
brother,
eventually get there,
brother,
but I hear
and
you,
that.
that's
But
where
like
we
he's
have
not
to
there
buy
yet.
players.
and City's still in the league, right?
Yeah, we didn't
No,
buy
no, no. But
players.
next season, like
Yeah, we are.
I'm used to the old City. You know, the ones who compete us for
You,
90,
no,
90 plus points. I'm aiming for
Oh
that.
yes, Abdi remembers. Abdi
oh, brother.
remembers the old city. Yep, with
Yeah,
Sane,
Yeah,
and I'm
so
Aguero,
assuming they're gonna get back. I'm assuming we
yeah,
don't know
so yeah,
Mahrez,
yet,
them
but
get
I'm
back.
assuming.
Sterling.
We need to
Yeah.
get players. We need to
Mm,
get players to help Gravenberch. What I would
mm.
say, if I have to pick, because I've seen Salah. Salah is Salah. I'm not
Yeah.
surprised what Salah doing.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
What I would say got us the Premier League this year was
Mm.
Gravenberch transformation in
Yeah.
the midfield. Without Gravenberch, we would have never been able to get that start. We would have never been able to build that momentum. And
Mm.
he was like the you know when you're going into a fight and you're expecting, well, we have
Yeah.
there is Salah, there is Singh, and then all of a sudden they just play this surprise and
Mm.
out of nowhere, Gravenberch just come, and he's one of the best midfielders in the world at that time, because in that time when
Yeah.
Gravenberch was performing for about the first 20 games, he was arguably the best midfielder in the world, or you could say
Or
top
any
three
Prem, that's
midfielders in
yeah,
the
yeah,
world,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
right?
like up
Yeah,
until
And
completely.
December, he was the best. I agree
yeah,
with you
so
100% on that.
and that
No,
was
no,
the
no, 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 no,
reason
no,
why we were
no, no,
able
I'm
no.
not
to
gonna lie, from
win
January
the Premier
onwards, he
League.
wasn't that good.
No,
Only
But
him
like
just
from
reason
never
is
better
December,
one
than
game.
Declan Rice.
no, Declan
Only
Rice
reason is
overall, he's
one
not
in
having a
one
good
game.
season. I'll give you that. Like the Champions League is kind of highlighting him. Like I'll give you this. Declan Rice last season was very good. Declan Rice this season, he wasn't good at all. The Champions League is fixing his season a little bit because now he's doing very well there. But in general, in the
Brother,
Premier League,
you know
Declan
that
Rice
you
was
do
poor.
know that game against Real Madrid, Partey had a better game in midfield than
No, no,
Declan
Partey
Rice.
was way better.
He
Partey's better
did.
than both of them put
Yeah,
together. Partey's better than both of them put together.
AK, what do you got to say?
Oh yeah, I gotta say, if you watch Gravenberch at his time in Bayern, the
Mm.
way he played is similar to the way he's playing at Liverpool right now.
Yeah,
Really? Okay.
yeah, yeah.
Hey, yeah, of course, Abdi, you didn't know, you didn't know Gravenberch was
He
an
didn't get much
ex-Bayern
games. He
player.
didn't get
Yeah,
much
but he was
games,
barely
but
playing. That's the thing.
yeah,
Like he was
That's
barely
because of the
playing there.
manager. The manager didn't favor him. That's the problem.
Yeah.
That
yeah,
was the
yeah.
problem. Big
So
up to Honesty again for another super chat. Arteta said LFC winning the Prem over his dead body. You have dead man walking. Also, know you're saying they always wanted the Champions League over the Prem. Yeah, I've seen it. Arteta is just shameless. He's just horrible about it.
He's
Tarmizi,
shameless.
what's your thoughts on the Gravenberch Rice thing? Who you think is a better player?
Me?
You're on mute. You're on mute. You're on mute.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. I'm on mute.
No, Tarmizi on mute.
Oh yeah.
Tarmizi on mute.
Sorry.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, there's a reason why Graf is highly rated even before he came to the. I mean, he went to Bayern. Like I think he if I'm not mistaken, did he get like this prestigious accolade back in Ajax? Like one of the that personal recognition by the academy. So in terms of talent, all day long, I'll pick Graf. But it's just that he has this versatility, shall I say, that yes, Rice can play different whatever positions, whether it's six, whether it's advanced eight in the midfield. But that's the one thing that surprises me this season, especially with Graf. And I think his time in Bayern helped in a way that understanding the tactics and the how the system worked over there when he was in Munich. Then when Klopp when he moved to Liverpool with Klopp, still the manager, it was a different style of play compared to this season, right? I think he understands more in terms of the functionality of the team. So whether it's drop back, or I mean, sitting back, or doing advanced runs, or mazy dribbles, or even the turns. We didn't see that turn that he made quite a number of times this season in it compared to last season. So I think his IQ, not just the talent is already there, but in terms of the IQ and um, decision making, shall I say, that amazed me more. And I think now, between those two players, I think Rice is where he is still at. With as for Grav, he's already in trajectory, in my opinion. That's just my
Yeah.
angle.
Yeah, he's not the finished article yet. But yeah, he's a young player too. Like he's like 23 or something like that. He still have like more time to improve. Yeah.
You know what AirTie is in a phone?
Angel, what do you think? What's your thoughts between the two players, Rice and Gravenberch?
For
My
what?
phone in here.
Who's the better player?
Neither. We
Not
can do
between
better.
those two.
We can
Between
do
those
better.
two, pick one.
Just to
Not
be
like
different. Just to be different, I'll be Rice then. Everyone's gonna pick Gravenberch, so I'll pick Rice.
You
got somebody in
always
my
got
team now.
some sort of spin. Oh yeah. You can always guarantee that you can do that every single time.
Nah, I think
Angel, man.
nah, we gotta pick right. We gotta pick our own, right? I think
No, your honest opinion, blood.
yeah, I think we gotta pick one of our own. I think Gravenberch has had clout since the Ajax days. Unfortunately, his move to Bayern didn't go as well. But I think the talent's there. I think he's cut off with that same cloth as Pogba, in my opinion. I see Pogba in him in regards to
Mm.
quality. Um,
But Pogba was like that madman, bro. He was like the
yeah,
maverick. You know what I'm saying?
different. He was different, but
Yeah,
I
yeah.
kind of see him from that same kind of cloth.
Maybe stylistically, maybe similar, but
Yeah,
like
stylistically,
Pogba
yeah.
himself, yeah.
Stylistically, yeah. But yeah, I mean, he's a great player. We're lucky to have him. We didn't pay that much for him, so
Yeah.
looking forward to see where he is, because he's, like you said, right? He's only 23, 24.
Yeah.
Imagine
I
him
think
in
he just
4
turned
years.
23. Yeah.
Yeah, so imagine him in 4 years. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we obviously, as a club, have a some work to do in the off season, obviously, to retool, strengthen, and so forth.
Yeah, hair tie.
So on the left side, between Gakpo and Diaz, they've got 41
That thing when you put that
GA between the two of them.
for who?
Okay. Gakpo
Gakpo and
Diaz.
Diaz,
Yeah, ship him up.
41 GA.
Ship
Combined.
him up.
On the right side, it's 58. Salah with 55,
He is a
and Chiesa got 3, right? And your two strikers, it's 24
Each.
GA. That is Jota and Nunez, and both of them is 12 each. And then your midfield has like 40 or some odd like that. So
I saw that from Kopic. I don't know why I didn't include McAllister in this with the midfield because he has a couple of GA too.
Nobody is talking about attacking. So
attacking,
like,
he's more of a
attacking midfield, striker, and the wingers. They didn't incorporate the deep
they
line.
didn't have grab either. Exactly.
Yeah, Grab
it was
doesn't
more
have
the
anything,
attacking.
but like Mac has a couple of like goals and assists here.
Yeah. They were talking more attacking midfield.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So in saying that, are you guys okay with keeping the two left-sided players and just replacing the two strikers
No,
altogether?
no.
I know Angel want both of them gone. I know that.
For me, I if I could fuse Gakpo and Diaz, we have the perfect winger, right? But I think both of them, I personally will keep both of them because both of them give something different. So I believe Gakpo can be more effective when we going up against a low block because he's very direct. He can shoot better than Diaz, and I believe that Diaz is needed for, like, if we go into, let's say we go into Man City away from home and we have more space or we're looking for the counter attack. I believe Diaz will be more effective there because of his speed, his trickery, and that kind of stuff, right? Both of them performed, I would say, in purple patches, and they combined to have the second most goals for Liverpool this season. Both of them were equally crucial to our team winning the Premier League. So I think it's kind of harsh that we judging them on the fact that we have an exceptional talent of Salah on the right, a world-class player, and both of them, in my opinion, chipped in when they were needed. So when Luis Diaz was falling off, Gakpo took up the mantle and he was doing his thing. And then when Gakpo started to fall off, Diaz came back into a little bit of form. Luis Diaz started the season well. I think our main concern right now is replacing the strikers. Our both strikers were very poor. As much as I love Jota, the injury-prone thing, it has to. I don't see it changing in the near future. So he has to go as well. And we need, in case Trent goes, we need to get creativity again, right? So I think the strikers are what our focal point need to be. I am content with Diaz and Gakpo. I believe both of them are good because the left wing market it not really that strong. We had Crabber who went to PSG. If we were linked with him, that would have been great. But I don't think there is any left winger that stands out.
Moves the needle. Yeah.
That we could say to replace Diaz or Gakpo. And I believe we have the perfect blend because we have two good left wingers that can play the same position. And when one is not performing, we have another one that could come in and do his thing. So I believe both of them combined, we have the perfect left side solution. We need to just get the strikers and creativity if Trent goes, and that's my opinion on that.
Fair enough, and that's a good point. And you said it. Yeah, I'm okay with the left side, and I think the strikers need to go. The other one as well for me that needs to change positions is Dominic Szoboszlai, because if you want more creativity in your attacking positions, Szoboszlai is not that creative player. He's a player that can hit a ball, hit a long shot, but he doesn't even want to do that for Liverpool, in my opinion. So I personally, he is a good person for a hold-in for a midfielder, and with his legs and his lungs and the amount of coverage that he does on the pitch, I think that it makes more sense of moving Szoboszlai back into the hold-in with Gravenberch, that you get your ground coverages and so forth, and then you put McAllister in more of the advanced play 10 role for Liverpool, because McAllister does have a pass on him as a creator, and he does have a shot as well, and he can finish.
Watch where
question for you,
McAllister plays for Argentina?
In Argentina, he's an advanced 8.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, by the way, I got a question. Why do you think the manager hasn't done that yet in the season?
I don't know.
What?
I really
don't know.
Changed Szoboszlai down in the and Mac switched him around. Put Szoboszlai as a double pivot.
We don't have a double pivot replacement.
What do you mean?
If we were all right, so for instance, what you'd switch.
Dom and McAllister.
No, we can't do that. He has physicality, but it does not. He does not have defensive IQ to play in that position, and he's not technically secure enough to actually be responsible on the ball in that position.
Mm.
Fair
It's
enough.
too erratic. He's more of legs. So that's the cam in a more helping the midfield role is pretty much it's because how Slot is utilizing him isn't necessarily is to facilitate transitions and be extra legs in the midfield to win back possession and so on and so forth, because that's essentially his strengths. He really, yeah, he has the long shot, but as you said, he's not shooting. So you get me. And then he misplaces him. Like for instance, my man here said Gravenberch has terrible passing. I think
Yeah.
Soboslai is what you would classify as someone who has terrible passing. You
Agreed.
get me?
Yeah, he does. Yeah,
Because
yeah.
And you
because
can't trust
someone
him
with
in
terrible.
that
So for
business.
instance, if you want Gravenberch to make pretty much sensible passes, he can convert these passes. Him do a switch here and there and so on and so forth. So Boslai messes up simple passes. So Boslai is almost like a lesser Bruno in it, or maybe on par. You get me? Where it's just erratic. Oh, let me do this, let me do that, and a lot of the times he fumbles counter attacks, misplays very simple passes. Yes, he'll probably run and win it back, but you kind of want a little bit more than just. But I guess because we spent so much money on him, and we don't really have a direct replacement to say here's Jones. I'd much rather Elliott in the camp, but I think what he wants in the system, Soboslai fits for now, I guess. So I don't know. Innit?
Yeah, and he's very one-sided when it comes to his passing, because
Yeah.
every time he's got the ball and he's moving forward, Sabozlai, he always looks on the right side to Salah. He
Yep.
does not
Even
look
when the better
left.
pass is on the left.
Exactly.
I've seen it
Left would be
multiple
the better
times.
pass, and you'd be
Yes.
like, pass the ball to left, and he looks to Salah and
Always
goes
Salah,
right,
always
and then
Salah.
messes up every
Yeah,
time.
because like with Salah, he just pins the ball to him. He just assumes that he's gonna get it somehow. You know what I'm saying? Every time when
Yeah.
he passes the ball to Salah, it's not even a good pass. He just goes like this, and then he just assumes Salah's gonna get to it. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
With the others, like he doesn't know how to make that kind of pass. You know what I'm saying? Because they're in a much trickier position for him to lay it off. You know what I'm saying?
So in
They're like,
saying that, is that a hindrance to Liverpool for having him in that
yeah,
central attacking
Yeah.
midfielding position? I
yeah,
think
we
it
have,
is.
It is
yeah, we have
a
two major
hindrance.
issues.
But
Yeah, we got. Oh, go ahead.
all right. So for instance, in terms of the left hand thing, my left hand replacement was Marmoush, but obviously that's not possible anymore.
Yeah.
So so Bosley can stay. I mean, I wouldn't necessarily want him playing like all right. So for instance, if we were to supposedly get rid of Elliot, which I don't really agree with, but let's say
I agree.
that's the route we decide to go. I'd more rather someone who can challenge Soboslai for the camp position, who would possibly play more games than him, and then him play like less games, but still have a healthy rotation where you don't have a man getting upset because this and that. You get me? Play the new camp, 60 minutes. Soboslai can come on for 90 minutes against tired legs, stuff like that. 40 minutes, so like 30 minutes against tired legs, something like that. You get me? Just as a solution, because we know the financial status of our club. It's not like we're going to just go out and splash the cash and replace a million players. So he obviously is going to be here. That's the situation I'd like for them to put. So if you're going to get rid of certain players, buy a cam that's more creative, that's more secure on the ball, that can pass better, or better yet, reverse that. Get a 6 and move McAllister up.
Yeah. So you got
Get a
holding 6 to go with Gravenberch as a pivot.
A combative 6 who has you see, like Edison, who has a little bit technical security, but still can win back the ball effectively, has the defensive awareness, knows how to block the gaps, cover. You get me? Try to get him on a player like that, because obviously I noticed that Liverpool just have a tendency for just grab a player here, grab a player there that you might say, oh, yo, I don't know really. And then him just come out for turn this big player, or at least competent enough for a role that you thought, yo, I never realized that he was this good to do this. You get what I say? So to me, that would be perfect. I'd love to just see McAllister in that role. To me is the most ideal. I just think he doesn't do it because we don't have, like, for instance, if you wouldn't want to switch Szoboszlai there, and then if you were to bench Szoboszlai, you're going to play Endo. So it's like, or Curtis Jones. Usually that replacement for McAllister there would be Curtis Jones, but then Curtis Jones just prefers to hold on the ball a little bit too much. Yes, he has the technical security, but I think he believes in that technical security too much in comparison to Gravenberch. Gravenberch is just way better dribbler.
Yeah.
So it's just one of them things. It's a predicament though, but I just think essentially what we mainly need, like mainly need, is 70 mil for Nunes.
Saudi, huh?
Just give Jota. I don't know, whoever wants to pay a small change for Jota. I don't. It's not that disrespecting to Jota, but it's like your time is kind of up. You get me?
Yeah.
Apparently, Wolves looking at Jota again.
Yeah.
I mean,
Lex,
come with 20 mil.
Lex, I could just ask you something with these Szoboszlai, because
right back.
Personally, not right back. No.
No.
Me
That's
personally,
awful,
I
like right back, bro. Nah, man.
Nah.
I'm not here for that. Bro.
So here, Lex, let me just
go actually buy a right back. Like, why are we trying to play people out of position?
No, him fit for right back, man.
He fit for right back, but
yeah, man, trust.
You just said it, Lex. Come on, you can't say he have low defensive IQ and you want him to play right back.
Yeah, because that's like what? Who has been our right back for the most? Like who know? Like
right? Yeah,
he's not as good as
listen.
Like
I know
bro.
Doku will have a way harder time against Szoboszlai than Trent.
Yeah, for sure. But
like
still,
players do go past Szoboszlai. Like it's not like he doesn't get dribbled past.
The question.
Players do dribble past Szoboszlai. It's not like he's defensively sound.
Yeah.
Like you just said
no,
that.
Don't go there, Lex.
You get what man say? You understand what man say?
You just want to move him out the way so the other guys can
Hold on there, Abby. JP, I want to hear this question. Let's
go on.
When we look at Szoboszlai's performances, there are a couple that stand out to us. So the Man City away and the Tottenham away, right? Just like you said, you bring in a creative number 10. So let's say the guy
the low block games.
Shirky. Let's say we got Shirky, right? They say the reason why nobody wants to take him is because he doesn't have defensive work rate, right? But when we play at Anfield, you can unleash his creativity. And when we go away from home, you play Szoboszlai because he has the legs and he's able to counter the press and he's able
it depends on the team though,
right? So play Szoboszlai away from home, just like how all his best performances when he was at Spurs, he was very influential. He was very influential in Spurs, and when he was in Man City away, even though Man City wasn't the Man City that we know, he had a very good game there because of his pressing and his running and what he's doing for the team. So when we are at Anfield and we playing more of a low block, that's where people get frustrated because he's not expressing his creativity and he's just running around all over the place, right? So leave that running around for when we need it. So like when we go away to the likes of Arsenal, City, Tottenham, and all the big teams, and when we come into Anfield where we're supposed to be expressive, get a new number 10 who is very creative, and that we at Anfield supposed to be going at the team and getting that creativity there. Because Szoboszlai has done a lot of good work for us this season in some of the crucial games that got us to win the Premier League, which was, and what I standing out is the Newcastle away when he came on, the Tottenham and the Man City. So it's not like to say we praising him for those games, and then because we've seen the lack of creativity in the games at Anfield, we then want to throw him away because we weren't saying that when he was doing all the running and all the dirty work for us from the games away, right?
That.
I think just like you said, get another 10 so that you can rotate with him.
Yeah,
and we have a good squad player there to help our side get stronger so that we could fight on all fronts in all competitions rather than just getting rid of him and putting him right back or whatever.
Okay, that's a good tip. AK, what's going on?
Oh yeah, I just want to say, yeah, Zoboslai, that game at Anfield against us. Yeah, because yeah, not gonna lie,
Etihad or
Soboslai has been
Anfield?
your yeah, Soboslai has been your best midfielder this season. And I'm go- I'm gonna tell why. It's because Soboslai uh literally took advantage of our shattered defense. Because yeah, our defense was shaky. We were all over the place. We weren't actually up for that game. And yeah, if Zoboslai can actually replicate that performance this season, then I'll say he's gonna be on that list.
Okay.
What list?
Like the list of the best current midfielders right now.
In the Prem.
I don't think he is, to be honest with you. But like usually he does well when there is space and he can operate in that space. That's kind of how it is. Like Sobo's like in like when we play against low blocks or deep blocks and he has to make like quick decisions, like snappy decisions real quick passes, one touches. That's when he gets lost sometimes. But like generally when we got space, because he likes to run and he likes to use his athleticism. So that's why he's usually good against teams like that. Like against Spurs, he was amazing. Like tomorrow, you're gonna see Sobos like ball out because Spurs with his high line, he's gonna be running. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and
So
that's
that's
why I
kind of how
see
we,
a good
yeah,
squad player. You
yeah,
utilize your squad.
Yeah.
I Szoboszlai he was in so those 3 games I called, right?
yeah.
The Man City away, the Tottenham away, and when he came on to change the game in Newcastle. He was arguably our best midfielder on that day, right?
Mhm. Yeah.
Because and that's what I'm saying. No, it's very difficult to find a midfielder to play in a low blocker, right?
Yeah.
So we don't have Coutinho, we don't have Gerard who could unlock, right? So you need that type of player to get through a low block, right? So we need to get a 10, and just like I was asked, that 10 and Lex, you get that 10. So instead of you playing Szoboszlai 40 minutes every game, you just rotate him. He plays away from home, and our creative player plays in Anfield, right? And that way, both of them are happy and they know their roles. When that team comes to Anfield, you don't have much running to do, but we need the creative spark to break the low block. But Szoboszlai, this 10, he not running because he's a traditional 10. He don't like to run back. So you do the dirty work for us. You get beyond the lines. You come back and help. And that way we have 2 good, ample 10s to help us in both situations for us to go and retain the Premier League again next season.
Yeah, I really
But
want to see squad depth. I really want to see squad depth. And the other thing that I really want to see next season is we need to be better with set pieces. We waste a whole bunch. We are horrendous from
Higher
set
set piece
pieces.
coach.
we need to buy more tall players to
Bro,
be able
no,
to get
I
those
don't think
headers.
that's what it is, man. Honestly, Abdi, the amount of corners that we get as a team and
Yeah, bro.
the efficiency of scoring from a corner or a set piece is horrible. If we up that dial 15-20% more, we blow away every team. We do have an invincible season right now.
Yeah.
The
I
amount of
got a
corners that we
question.
get.
I got a question for you, Barnes. Who other than Kanate and Virgil can take good headers?
Jota when he used to be good.
Yeah.
Jota's short.
Jota, yeah, but he still win headers. Sadio Mane used to win headers. He was a short
But
player.
there's no Sadio Mane. There's
Heading
no
the
Mane
ball
right now.
isn't just about height, brother.
No, I mean
I
like
think,
who can actually take
honestly,
a good header? Like
I
outside of
think
those two.
is the
Jota
I
is
think
really
it's the
good at
delivery of the
hitting the ball.
ball. To be
His
honest,
header's been awful lately. Okay, who else?
I think it's a delivery of the ball. To be honest, because a lot of times,
No,
if you go
I
back and
agree
watch,
that too.
No, but we
It's
have the
both.
most creative
It's
right back
both.
in the world.
the ball don't get
Shouldn't
past
be
the
a
first
problem.
man. The
Shouldn't be a
ball
No,
don't
no.
get past the first
Only
It's
man.
both.
McAllister get
The
past the
deliveries are
first man.
terrible, and then I'm not enough
McAllister,
headers.
only one.
Only
Agreed.
McAllister.
Only McAllister's get the ball past the first man in dangerous
Sometimes
areas.
Timmy Cass.
Everybody
Sometimes-
else,
sometimes-
Robbo, Trent, hitting the first man.
Yeah,
McAllister
but like,
has been the most consistent getting the ball into dangerous spots.
yeah.
The most
Okay,
consistent.
so far, McAllister has been taking most of our corners, other than Simicast
Recently,
when these crazy players. Yeah.
recently.
But
But at the
still,
beginning
we
of the
don't
season,
have.
it wasn't
But,
them.
but you gotta understand something. We don't have enough players that can head the ball very well. That's why our corners are not very good. If you notice in the last game, 10 men were marking Virgil. Everybody else was free. Remember that last game, the goal was scored against Leicester. 5 men were all around Virgil only.
What about
That's going to
Gakpo?
happen.
What
Yeah,
about
because they know
Gakpo?
if they. Yeah, Gapco is pretty decent, but like in corners, he's not good. But like if you cross the ball and he's free, he'll be able to head it very well. But like the corner is all about the physical battle. You
Yeah.
need to know how to get through the players and then to hit it. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't just stand there and the ball will come right next to you and then you hit it. No, you got to be physical in the box and be able to hit it. You know what I'm saying?
I think it may be time for Salah to start taking some corners too.
I don't know. I don't know why he doesn't take it. His crossing is not that bad.
I agree.
Yeah, he's some of his assistants are
Hitting a
on
dead
crosses.
ball and hitting a moving ball are two very, very different things, blood.
Yeah, I
I
agree
hear-
with you, Lex. I agree.
I hear that.
But our problem is the actual delivery of the ball into the dangerous areas because too many times we hit the first man. We don't even get into the dangerous spot with the
We
ball.
just need a right back and a left back that can cross, innit?
Yeah, Simicast has been better than Robbo in terms of crossing. Robbo's form has dropped off a planet
Oh yeah.
Yeah, for the past 4 years, blood.
from a crossing standpoint. Big up to Crab. I know Crab ain't gonna want to
every
hear me saying that.
standpoint.
Rob was playing like expired milk right now.
Man been dead for a minute. I've been cussing Robert for like 3 years consecutively now.
My man say
Been
expired
cussing
milk.
him even throughout the period of time where Trent was getting bashed for being shit defensively. I had to still watch Robert in those same games press the winger, and the winger just skip the ball, and Robert is in no man's land running back. You know why Robert don't get cussed? Because Van Dijk is always beside him.
Yeah, boy.
I've been saying this shit for years. The only reason that side, how many times you say Van Dijk 1v2, 1v this, 1v that? How many times? Where's Robbo? Somebody tell me. This okay, the left back that is better than the right back defensively that we have. Where's this guy most of the times Van Dijk is defending like 2-3 people? He's always tracking back at the when the ball either gets shot or squared or something. And just run.
This is a good point.
Run with the
for Red.
Kirkes or whoever in it. Whoever.
Variety. You remember Lex? You remember the Man City goal? You short the corner and then we kicked it, and then it went back up to Salah, and Salah scored at the City ground in the Etihad.
yeah, Bonds.
And we haven't done that.
Bonds,
Why we haven't done it again, bro? I liked it, that routine.
Oh yeah, Bonds. I remember that goal. I think it was the away. I think it was the. I think I remember when we were. I think when we played at Anfield, yeah, and you scored that second goal.
Yeah, this one was at the Etihad.
Etihad,
This was
yeah.
off the corner.
Yeah, the Etihad as well.
Yeah, when it went down the line, who was it that had that caught? I think it was a McAllister, and then he kicked it back out to Salah, and then he buried it. I mean, we need variety, but we need more effective crossing in dangerous areas, which is why, as Lex alluded to, a left back. Hopefully, we get Kirkes. Honestly, put it in the chat. He can be about 50 million. The release clause for Dean Hoyson from Bournemouth is 50 million. Apparently, we're going to trigger that as well in the off season.
But honestly said we're willing to trigger it. He said I don't know if you have agreed to join us yet.
I think he joins us over Arsenal. Everybody talking about Arsenal, but why would you want to go to that?
No, he said Chelsea. It's not Arsenal.
Why would you want to go to Chelsea? You want to learn the lesson from Caicedo and Lavia.
No,
They
man,
never
them
learn,
not
bro.
learn.
They never learn, bro. They get the players, we get the trophies. That's how it works, bro. Yeah, we brag about trophies, they brag about signings. You know what I'm saying? Let them celebrate the signings. We just win Premier Leagues, all right? You know what I'm saying?
So let me ask the panel a question. I can start with Tarmizi, and I'm going right down the line.
Yep.
For a backup striker or one of the strikers you bring in, are you guys opposed to Mateta? Tarmizi.
You know, but apart from the goal that I've seen as of late against Arsenal, I haven't seen him the way the style of play and the system that suits the way Palace play. I think, if I'm not mistaken, it just played to his strengths in it at times with is it Eze and Kamada.
Yeah.
I haven't seen a lot with Palace. Um, it's premature to say jumping from Palace. I know I don't know how many goals that he's scored, but
He's been
he's been
good.
scoring. Yeah. He's right up there in the charts in it. But I don't
Who
know.
would you take as a 9 then? Who would you take as a 9 for Liverpool in the off season? Because there's not a lot to pick from.
No, exactly. That's the point. I I myself trying to figure out like the best fit, and at the same time, it's because the thing is, as much as we can name the strikers out there, I don't know if Slot would like the way that his style of play this season would be the same. You know what I mean? Like the first season and coming to the next one, I
Yeah.
think I think there's going to be a change, and I am. This is why I'm more allude to see how he's gonna pan out with the preseason, the preparations for the next
Look,
season. So it's
14
so
G,
difficult to
14
determine.
goals, 2 assists, Mateta.
Yeah, as Brian said, the next comment, the only
We ain't
safe.
getting him though.
That's the thing.
Who?
That's the thing.
Maybe
Isak.
something happens. Who knows?
Isak. Listen, if Newcastle gets
But be honest
Champions
with
League
you,
football, throw it out the window. You ain't getting him because he playing Champions League with Newcastle. You're not gonna get him. If they miss out Champions League football now there is an opportunity there. So Isak is there. Harry Kane's release clause is 60 million.
hey brother, please don't do this.
Is
I'm just asking questions.
I have to interrupt. Is this a weed
brother.
show or something?
A what?
A weed show.
Why?
Isak coming here. Which part of policy do we pay any money for Isak? We need a right back. Right?
We have a right back.
Who?
I world boss
Yeah,
this
Bradley,
down.
man.
We know that voice, man.
Who is that right back?
Bradley.
man.
They still need cover.
Yeah, but
we
they
ain't
need to
get
play a
cover,
younger
but we have
player.
right back.
Hold on. They need a backup right back.
Yes, and that could be a younger player. No?
They need a left back.
Yeah, Kirkes, he's 50 million.
Okay, that's 50 million. How much Isak gonna cost?
Isak is 150.
Okay, don't talk. We now legalized in LFC.
But I said Harry Kane, 60 million.
Brother, stop this.
Harry Kane.
Why
It's
you
a
even
bottle
repeat
drop,
that?
We bet winners, not losers.
We now starting to sound delusional. Okay.
I want to answer the questions, fellas.
No.
We
Conversation.
don't need to answer
I'm
no
making
question,
a statement because first and foremost, right, we have Clot, right, who he was satisfied. He didn't want no signings when he come in, but then he refused to play subs and shit, right? Then he liked Clots on Love Island because he only want a small squad, right?
Maddie, we gonna win the league. What happened, bro? You still ain't happy?
Partner, I like to win like a champion, not win like a goddamn sheep.
But Maddie, listen.
No.
Yo, make the man speak.
Bams, when I go to war,
Yeah.
I want to defeat you. I don't want to come to no negotiation for no peace treaty shit.
Okay.
Right? So as I said, if God, we are lucky that what we went through in the run in to the end of the season, right? If we didn't have a comfortable lead as we had from earlier, we would be shitting bricks right about now.
I doubt that.
Right? Because
we're competing against Arsenal.
Arsenal, brother.
Because think about it, right? Every player on our team is tired,
True. Agreed.
right? Every player is tired. Then we started the season up to Christmas. Nearly everybody who was playing on our starting lineup could have played for every team in the entire goddamn world. What happened after when January came? It started to go down, right? For the past 3 years, we have had the same goddamn shit repeat itself, right? That's right, Irishman. You got that right. You know, so I tell
Agreed.
people, right? Because now slut is now a clot, CLOT, blood clot,
Oh,
right?
yeah,
Because
yeah.
he ain't making.
Oh God.
No. You see, y'all like to settle for mediocrity, that sort of stuff. I don't do that,
That's a PK.
right? I don't do that. It's just like when we won the
Go Browns.
Champions
Take care, guys.
League and we won our cups and stuff. It had a lot of people was happy with that. Yes, I was happy, but I wasn't proud of it because how did we win it? 2 of them was through penalty kicks. Champion League was penalty kicks. I don't want that on my resume. I want to beat you in the 90 goddamn minutes. All right. And then now I hear everybody talking about this player and that player. We don't rotate. We just run them legs off LFC. Right? And if you all don't want to believe me, look at how we look coming on to the end of the season. Right? We go for one type of player, and if we don't get that type of player, we have no other options after.
So were you saying, Marty, that we ain't gonna do proper business this summer?
No, I don't believe in it.
FSG still out?
FSG went, forget out, went. WENT, went. Let me tell you how shitty an organization FSG is, right? Do you know that the Red Sox manager, the current manager, does visit LFC more than goddamn Henry and the rest of the geriatrics on them?
Okay.
So as I said, I got no love for goddamn FSG. I'm not believing in anything in the summer until I see it. And then what we're gonna get? Maybe 2 players, because as I say, Clot ain't looking like he rotating. He with the same Clot fella. Or I like to work with a small team.
Yeah, he did say that. He said that's a 15-man squad. That actually worries me. I'm not gonna lie to you.
What football? Because think about it. You have 11 men starting and 5 substitutes, right? That's 16, right?
Mm-hmm.
And how much is a squad when you start the season? 22, 24?
23 to 25. If you've got enough homegrown players, it can be up to 25.
Right. So you are trying to tell me that you want a 15-man goddamn squad. So then, right there, you're disrespecting anything like a treble, a double, or a quadruple. Because literally you're saying, I got 11 mules, right, and 4 donkeys to do it all. That is what he's saying.
Marty, you saying that's the truth?
No, I'm serious. It's, as I said, people talking, you seen everybody talking about, oh, we have this one, we're gonna trigger this one, we're gonna do this one, we're gonna do that. Everybody talking about a 9. When do we ever supply a 9 any type of service to become effective?
We have been complaining about 9s getting a lack of service. I agree with you.
Okay,
but that has more to do with the midfield not being advanced enough.
What is the point of a 9?
So maybe Lex is right then. We need to have more of a forward thinking, and JP said it too. Maybe we need a more of a forward thinking, advanced cam in order to unlock the nines to give them the service that they need, because Sabazala is not that creative type of 10 that we have right now.
I've noticed we've been linked more with tens than any other position in the midfield. Like I think I read somewhere that we're linked with Palmer too. We might get Palmer from Chelsea.
I don't want to hear Frozen Palmer. I don't want to hear that voice. First off, you know what that's our price tag can be coming from Chelsea. This sell Manchester United Mason Mount for 60 million. You know what they were going to come to us to ask us for Cole Palmer?
They're gonna ask for 100 at least.
Minimum.
Nice. Yeah.
But I think Palmer have a release clause if he doesn't get Champions League.
Yeah, but he doesn't have a release clause. He has a 10-year deal with Chelsea. He has a death contract with them right now.
He doesn't have a release clause?
Doesn't.
Nope.
I think he have a
Not that I
release
heard
clause
of.
in the contract if he doesn't make Champions League.
Or if he doesn't make Champions League.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I heard Morgan Rogers, also another player that we're linked with.
Run me
Morgan
that.
Rogers. Yeah, I love Rogers. I love him. Yeah, he's a very good player. It's like 70 mil, I heard, the quoted price for him.
Run me that.
This is who I wants to get a lot of playing time next season. Rio. That kid is quality.
Yeah, he's good, yeah. Yeah, I wish he played the other game, the Plymouth game.
Yeah, I think you're gonna see a lot of these guys now going forward. Maybe starting from next week against Chelsea. What's going on?
That's why we're not linked with left wingers. Maybe that's why we're not linked with left wingers. We might create a path for Rio to come through.
I hear Matty so I have to come on, man. I can't have to come on for this so nonsense Matty be talking.
What nonsense?
Yo, man, not talking nonsense.
Crab, please explain me the nonsense.
Come on, man.
Please, no.
You one of people that never be happy. You give $1 billion goblin, you're gonna want $5 billion. Listen, if I got a car, listen, let me explain
Crab.
Matty, hold on.
No. I'm gonna let you talk, but let's check what you just said. Right? Does a billionaire be happy with $1 billion?
If I ain't a billionaire and I get $1 billion, I can be happy with the billion.
No, a billionaire is never happy with $1 billion.
My point is, right, Matty, listen, if you got a car, right, and you car lasting for 10, 15 years, no problems, they ain't breaking out, and you good, and you still getting the most out of your car, why you gonna look at buy a new car for?
Crab, because there's a difference.
Because the other care faster, blood.
I want fast, I want comfort.
No,
that's what you want.
No, Crab, let's go with your policy. Right? At least I'm changing my tires. I'm rotating my tires for winter. I'm getting my oil change and all that sort of stuff. Okay? So far, we are not doing that, Crab. So don't tell me to take a goddamn car and use it for an off-road vehicle. It doesn't happen that way.
But my point is, you knocking slot, right? This is my first year. He gonna learn lessons from his first year as a manager. First year in England. Understand? Things will be learned, and he will change certain things. I'm absolutely
there's learning and there's ignorance. There's learning and there's ignorance, right? Because even the one player that they sign, how much did you use him to make a difference in a game?
We don't know what's going on with this player, Matty. We don't know.
That player is a PR signing. I'm telling you right now. That guy's a PR signing. They signed him so no Liverpool fans can complain that we didn't sign anybody.
We don't know the backgrounds what's going on with Chiesa.
Okay,
the other things nobody knows.
Okay, so then why didn't he just ask for one player?
He did, and he didn't get him. Zubimendi, he didn't get it.
Again, we always go for one player, and if we don't get that one player, we out of options.
We win in the league, innit? With the same shit team, the donkey car and the 5 donkeys and the 10 horses and all that, innit?
It's not about how you. It's not about winning, it's how you win.
What? Nah, man. I will win by any means necessary. If I got a kick in your nuts when you're down and I win, I taking it, bro.
Hey, no worry, Maddie. If we get Declan Rice, we win the league again.
Declan who?
Oh yeah.
Declan who?
Man said, you never watch the stream. Man said Declan Rice better than Gravenberch, innit?
Who said that?
Don't
send me the address, man. Let's send it to Sakaris for the bomber clad. Yo.
Yeah, I'm not sending you my address.
Declan Rice better than Gravenberch? Nah. In what way? I mean, defensively?
I feel like, okay, maybe I haven't phrased it right. Maybe
you say more press proven. Go and say it again.
Yeah, he is press
Mr.
proven.
Declan Rice more press
I
proven
think, in
than
my
Gravenberch.
opinion, on the ball, you can say Gravenberg is better, even though his passing is not
All
really
right,
all
what you
there.
define as press proven?
It's a person who's hard to get the ball off of,
It's hard to get the ball
right?
off of Gravenberch when he got it too.
Not really. Like the thing is, like my issue with Gravenberg, he's a bit nonchalant. Like you know what I'm saying. Like he's not always like there. You know what I'm saying. Like
Really?
sometimes he can be a little bit quiet in games. Sometimes you know what I'm saying. Like
Abdul, you're
sometimes
my
I don't
guy,
feel
man.
like
Now you're chatting some bomba clad shit there, boy.
The best
really.
six. The best six is a quiet six because if a six is noisy, it's because he's losing the ball and messing the game up.
Yeah, but like
Man
we
is
get
so
played through
fluent, you
off
don't
the
even
park almost
realize.
every game. Like they
Huh?
always bypass our midfield.
What?
He's
Like
tired,
Virgil
man.
and
He's
Kanata are
tired.
doing so
Tired.
much work defensively.
That's the manager's fault for not rotating. He's tired, man.
Do
Maybe I
you
don't
The
know,
few,
but
the
like
few,
you
the
know
last few
do
games.
you know that Grav minutes almost not almost doubled, they doubled and then some from his initial playing time?
yeah. That's why I'm just judging him on this season. You know, if he does better in the future, that's fine. But like you know what I'm saying. But like if there's something that he's not doing right, I'll point it out. You know what I'm saying?
Can you tell me something that
I
Declan
can't
Rice
blame a
does
man
that
if he ain't doing something right if it's a
But yeah,
goddamn
what Declan Rice does wrong?
can
Yeah,
Yeah,
what
explain.
does Declan Rice do that
like with
Gravenberch
Declan
can't do?
Rice, right? He's not eye catching. You know what I'm saying? He's not like the guy for the eye test, but he does all the hard labor in the midfield. You know what I'm saying? He covers
So
defensively.
so
You know what
so
I'm saying?
so what we're playing hard? We're playing labor ball or football?
Yeah, if you're a midfielder, there's some labor work in there. When you're a
And Declan
midfielder,
Rice always look like he
there's
needs a
two
freaking.
aspects of the game
Hey
when you're a
brother,
midfielder. You got to be
He looks like he
technically
needs
sound.
oxygen, bro, all the
you
time.
just you recently started football, Maji.
Hmm? What do you
Couple
mean?
years, like what? 5 years?
5 years of what?
You
Watching
pick up this
football.
sport.
Imagine how long you're watching football, brother.
I've been
Just
watching for a minute, bro.
recently, huh?
Nah, come on, man. I'm in my
More
30s, bro.
recent. Like
Nah,
like
come on,
5
man.
years, 10 years.
Give it like 20.
You one of them 2000 and brother them in it.
I wasn't watching in the 90s. Let's just say
He's a
that.
youngster.
Oh yeah,
Man.
all
He's a
right, I
youngster. He's a
understand. All right,
youngster.
all
He's
right,
a
I
youngster.
understand now. I understand. All right, no worry yourself.
I
The
wasn't
thing is,
watching in the
right?
And man,
90s. I was a
at the
kid then.
2000 and you get me.
Uh,
Yeah.
I understand, man.
and a question for you, Crab, since you come on to
Come on, to give you a shout, brother.
to satisfy my soul. Please explain to me, right, where a goddamn coach brings back a guy who is barely fit and constantly picks him to play a winger's role.
We
Please
talking about
explain
Gakpo?
it. You said it, I didn't.
No. Gakpo's been garbage since he came back, bro. I don't
Okay.
understand. Maybe that's a Netherlands thing, a Dutch thing. I have no idea.
Crabs, you play football before, don't?
Nah, man, I don't play football, bro.
What do you mean?
I
He's
never
a
played.
volleyball
Back in the
man.
day.
He's a
I was
volleyball man.
I was a cricket person, man. I never played
Oh,
football.
okay. Cricket, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
I
crazy.
used to
man.
watch
That's
a lot
not-
of football, man.
Book team.
Nah, I had a little bit of a temper. So if a man's like talking, I would get real. Nah, I couldn't deal with that.
I played, but I was no good.
Go to the game.
I played, I was no good.
Nah, but I agree with you, Maddie, with the Gakpo thing. Yeah, man, Gakpo's been shit. I don't understand. The same with Robbo. Simicast had a good game and he got subbed off like 60 minutes. I don't know why.
Right. So Crab, this is not something that you need to learn. That is common sense.
Nah, man, he's a new coach. I got Giddy pass, bro.
No. You get no pass because you was a coach before. Although you're in the Premier League, you don't make. How the hell you're watching Gakpo and after playing one time, you still decide to bring him on?
Especially for that Champions League game, the second leg against PSG, Gakpo was just pedestrian.
Gakpo didn't play. He played like 10 minutes in the second leg.
Yeah, he came on
extra time.
Oh, okay.
He could have brought on
Gakpo is a rhythm player,
Harvey. He did bring on Harvey, but yeah, Gakpo wasn't it. Gakpo wasn't it.
Gakpo wasn't supposed to come on against Newcastle in the final as well.
No.
Yeah. We should have just started with him, bro.
So that's where I agree with, because Slot, and I don't know why, and I can't understand why would you show and prove to people that you have a fit Chiesa on the bench that could impact the game, and you want to play unfit Gakpo to prove what? That you didn't want Chiesa, because when Chiesa came on in the Newcastle game, he impacted the game more than Gakpo did.
Right away.
Chiesa, I don't care what anybody says, even if Chiesa is not fit, for 20 minutes, Chiesa could give Liverpool the edge in games. He didn't play, and it's not to say that is I hear and talk in the media that he injured, he not training well. Bro, you saw in the Newcastle game in the final, Chiesa came on and he wasn't even playing left wing. He went as a false nine, because that's how he ended up getting the goal. Right? So it have no reason that you have Chiesa who can play left wing, false nine, and right wing to give Salah rest, right? Because Salah playing all the time. And you telling me you can't play this guy, you picking Gakpo over fit Chiesa on the bench. Those kind of decisions that managers make, especially, again, we can put with Gravenberch as well. You have a Japanese international on the bench, right? The Japanese captain on the bench. You telling me you can't give that Japanese international 20 minutes when we lead in 2-0 in Anfield and stuff. You ought to play Gravenberch for the 90 minutes. You can't put on a Japanese international on the bench for 20 minutes to give Gravenberch rest. Those kind of decisions that Slot made this season is kind of make me questioning him as a manager going forward. Because when the Cities and the Arsenals and the Chelsea's and all of these strengthen and make the league a little more difficult for us, you need to protect our players. So we can't have Gravenberch and Salah falling off like how they did as in January coming into February and up until now. You have to rotate your players. So for me, right, that's where I kind of, Slot came in and he gave us the trophy and stuff. But you're making some questionable decisions that is going to make me question whether you are the right guy to take us forward, because it showed this season. Right? It showed this season. Yes, we were going up against Arsenal, but I believe if we were going up against the strong City teams that we went up in the past, we would have fallen off because of the decision Slot made to not rotate players. And that is my main concern with Slot, because he doesn't look at, Lex said it, Elliot. Elliot is one of our creative players and barely getting minutes. He came on and scored against PSG and you didn't see it seen since. Right?
And it's not even him scoring, it's also his pass selection.
Passing, and that's what I'm saying. Why it is you're not playing these players? Right? That is my main concern.
Not only that, JP. If you remember, earlier in the season, he was yanking men when they didn't perform. Right?
Yeah.
But then come later on, what were you doing? You're putting on men who can't perform.
Correct.
So as I said,
he does that with Robertson too, man. Like every time he drops up a stinker, he keeps playing him.
So that's what I'm saying, Crab. You might say that I might never be satisfied, but it's little shit like this. When you put little shit upon little shit upon little shit, you end up with a whole load of big shit.
Yeah,
Marty. Yeah. I just want to see if FSG do decide to spend some money this summer, we can come back to this discussion. I said if. All right.
In the dictionary, there's no word as if, because it got no meaning.
Yeah,
we'll come back to this decision. Don't worry.
He turned that lap perfectly.
Like honestly said, the man them saw y'all saw the we've been in the prem. I don't understand all this negativity right now. I get it. We all got knocks against Slot. He made a lot of stupid decisions, a lot of questionable ones. But I feel it's a learning curve. Give him another season and see what happens.
Some of us just want a Ferrari, innit? And some of us just okay with a 20-year-old Corolla, is it?
A learning curve by putting on an injured player. You call that learning?
We're about to win the league, man. I don't
No.
What
Forget
happened?
the league. We just said learning curve, right?
Yeah.
So you trying to tell me a coach who is accomplished as he is coming from?
How is he accomplished? Well, wait. How is he accomplished?
And did you hear what I said? Accomplished coach coming from the Dutch league.
The Farmers League.
It doesn't matter, right? It doesn't matter.
Come on, man.
A learning curve playing an injured player. If you gonna give somebody that, then guess what? I'm good.
Listen, the man played that injured player, and we still winning this league right now. So for me, all lies in the past. Fresh start again come this summer.
The past? Hell no, because what you do in the past
trophy get
is a look into your future.
No, because I was asking if you're playing football and you play cricket, right? So I'm not sure if anybody here plays football. I played football. If I have a coach that I know my ability, as I say in Chiesa, because Chiesa showed us in times that he has ability.
But he's international, isn't he?
Right, he's an international.
Yeah.
And this season, when he played, he showed that he could handle himself, right? You telling me again, and that's why the Newcastle game proved Slot wrong for benching Chiesa for the whole season. Because he got, I think it was 15 minutes Chiesa got in the game. And he was the most impactful attacker in the yes, Newcastle was tired, they're coming down to the end, but that's what I'm saying. Give him 20 minutes every game, and then he could have probably start so that now Gakpo, Diaz, and all of these guys not tired, and we have the fresh rotation. Salah not tired. What is concerning for me for Slot is that he said it out of his own mouth. He likes a small squad, right? And a small squad cannot get you challenging on all fronts, right?
Exactly.
People saying that Liverpool fans song in the press. We not song in the press. We just want to see our team compete on all fronts and make sure that nobody can come and say next season that what this title was a fluke, right? So
we want to dominate again. We want to dominate Europe.
In order for us to dominate, we need to be signing quality players. We need to be rotating our players. We need to be giving players the opportunity when they're performing. We can't just have this small squad and you're playing this one all the time and expect to compete on all fronts. Remember, it's a league, it's a journey, right? Look at we saying Gravenberch was the best midfielder from the first 20 games, and now I being honest with you, Gravenberch performances looking like what going on, Grav? Because you're tired.
Yeah,
it's facts. You're spitting facts.
Right?
Yeah,
nice. And you can't say because yes, well, I'm happy as a Liverpool fan because we won the league. No, if the league is more competitive next season, and then Gravenberch now comes and does that same thing and fall off, we're not gonna win any games. Right, we're not gonna because the league is a little more competitive, right? We got through the season because of Arsenal poor performances and the other teams falling off, right? I'm happy for that, but I'm looking at the future, right? And we have to. A fed up Liverpool fan telling me sometimes I'm negative, sometimes I'm this thing. No, it's not that. It is that we have seen this time and time again. And in order for you to challenge, you have to rotate your players. That's what I'm saying. That's why I gave Endo. If let's say we forget Chiesa, let's focus on Endo. Again, Endo is a Japanese captain international. And you telling me you can't play Endo for 20 minutes against Southampton, a regulation team in Anfield, to give Gravenberch rest so that we could play in the Champions League game on Tuesday to win that game against PSG? You have to start Gravenberch in that game against Southampton at home, who's one of the worst team in the leagues. You can't put Endo to play in the midfield to give Gravenberch a rest. Come on, man. What we doing, Slot?
True.
What we doing?
I even said that when we played Everton, because we knew what type of game it was going to be, that Endo should have started in our game. I was even saying Endo should have played against Everton. There was no reason to play Grav in that game, play Grav game in, game out. He needs to rotate a lot better. But look, none of these players are Mr. Locke's players. They're all Klopp's players. He's brought in none of his players. we have to see what he's going to do in the summer in terms of transfers, who he's going to bring in. And as Carmizzi said, we might not see this same type of style next season. We might see something completely different with his profile of players to go along with the players that he already inherited from Klopp. That is just probably was what is going to go down. So as much as Mr. Locke has done really well, he's made errors. I'm sure he's going to learn from it because he's not a stupid manager. So everyone's saying that he's the best Dutch manager that is out there, that Liverpool is fortunate that they got him. He's better than Ten Hag and all the other ones that is out and about. Mr. Locke is number one.
Jared Barnes, Ten Hag is offering himself to Madrid.
Yeah. Madrid gonna touch
But
that.
another point is too. Tell me a manager that's come in the first season and not make mistakes and not do stupid things that got fans like, what the hell? Understand what I'm saying? I get what my man JD said. I get it. I understand.
Crab. There's mistakes and there's errors. Let us don't try to part lines here. Okay? It have simple shit that you should not do. Plain and simple. Right? Because if you start giving that leeway, then guess what? It's only gonna get worse.
You see, you give my inch, I take a mile.
There you go.
Like my man said, Liverpool got the most clean sheets on target for 94 points with Jota and Nunes. Come on, man.
You know the slot that I want to see consistently? When we were down to 10 men against Fulham, that game, where we were down to 10 men against Fulham, Slot made tactical changes.
Yeah, genius.
And Fulham said they felt like they were playing against 12 men.
Yep.
Right? And
that was a mad game.
That was when I was impressed with Slot. I was like, whoa, because you actually saw Slot going on the monitor, making changes with Heitinga and these kind of things. And it worked. And that is the Slot I want. Where I am criticizing Slot, because I'm not going to say everybody.
I want no Slot still in it. You alone.
Right? Where I am criticizing Slot is that performances has dropped for Liverpool since the start of the year, right? And those performances have dropped because of his rotation style. And that is why I'm saying I am not. Slot has all the credit for me. Give me a Premier League title. I love the man, right?
Careful.
All I want is I want to see us not get embarrassed with Champions League nights when we could do some simple rotations. And that's
like we did against PSV?
Yeah, I have PSV fans. I have people in my WhatsApp group saying, I thought Liverpool was the best side in the world. Look how they look against. They look like a relegation side and all. And it's true. We got played off the park when we went.
Yeah, but the game only ended up to penalties, though. It's as bad as we was.
Understand what I'm saying?
As bad as we was,
yeah, that's because we were resilient.
Yeah,
that's why we don't give up like that.
All this high scoring team, they only scored 2 goals. They only scored 2 goals.
What I am saying is
one goal.
Yeah. If Liverpool,
yeah, and it was the Kanate mistake.
Yeah,
it was a Kanate mistake.
If Liverpool had fresh legs in that PSG game, PSG get 4 when they come in Anfield, right? We did our job when we went away. If Gravenberch and they had a little fresh legs, PSV would have got 4 comfortably in Anfield. The fact that we didn't make a note in Anfield showed that our players were tired, right?
We all knew that. We all could see that.
And I give Slot his praise. I see the genius in Slot, but I also see, as my man saying down there, the foolishness that you could get caught up in. And that is what I am saying. You have to understand that is a league and you have Champions League and you have FA Cup and all of these things to go for. You cannot tell me if you as a manager cannot win set up your team against Southampton in Anfield without Gravenberch to win a game against Southampton, then I have to question you as a manager.
No, as in...
The thing is, he has done that, right?
Getting players, man. You're not for, but I'm soon getting players.
Yeah, no, but what I'm saying is that we know if he doesn't get Superman, if he doesn't, who knows what could happen.
By the way,
we don't want Zubermendi. Zubermendi, innit?
He wanted Zubermendi. in the summer. We didn't get him, so we
Then
didn't
why
buy
are we not
anybody
going
else.
after him now?
But
Why-
Yeah,
JP,
man.
let me judge him on next season now when he bring
Yeah,
in.
no.
if he bring in.
You
You understand?
judging him.
That's why I tell
Right?
him, Maddie, I give you a pass, but Maddie say I can't give you a
Yeah.
pass.
No.
What is our realistic expectation of Slot next season?
If he gets the money to spend,
Yeah,
You win again.
he win it again.
right.
Right again, yeah.
Yeah, but you see what y'all just
Yeah,
said.
go further
Yes.
in the Champions League too. Like try to go
Agreed.
to semifinals
Yeah,
or finals.
agreed.
Which and how many players are we bringing in?
Only the Carabao Cup for me.
I enjoy get off the stream, man. You and your round.
You see, this is the thing. Everybody likes to talk about, oh, you're complaining, oh, we still win, but you're complaining, right? I constantly tell people, right, because I come from a military background, you're fighting a military campaign. You don't send your tank to fight every damn battle. You don't send your infantry to fight every battle, right? There's a balance, right? After the campaign is done, do you know what you do? There's a debrief. You want to know why there's a debrief? What we did wrong and what we can do better. And that's which part I am coming from, right? So if I see that it have some goddamn mistakes that you should not be making, right? And then just to verify, because as I said, I ain't got no bone to pick with anybody, but I just repeat what people said, right? Crab just said that what accomplished coach is he? But we just heard them say the best Dutch coach, right? So that means he's accomplished. This is not your first team, right? It is not your first team, right? I sure he has a goddamn car. I sure he has a goddamn house. To keep the house clean, you sure have to sweep it and you have to buy groceries and stuff. It's the same thing goes with a football field, right? You ain't going to go and get bad eggs and put it in the fridge and want to eat it. Right?
I like you better when you was blaming FSG, man.
Listen, I still blame FSG.
Leave Slaw alone, man. Just blame FSG. Listen,
No.
get him out some money this summer and let me see what happens.
No, again, what money?
We ain't spent the money in 3 years, man. They got some
5 years. 5 years.
5 years.
Maddie, we got
League
money,
bro.
Listen,
We
we
got
got
Premier
some
League
money.
We got money.
Premier
this
League
year.
for top in the group.
You know what they
Go
should
in
call
the
us?
Prem.
You know what they should
Come on
call
now,
us?
Champions
Johnny,
League.
they should call us Johnny Depp and Pirates of the Caribbean because we always hearing about this great war chest. I'm yet to see it.
I feel we get it in the summer, man.
I don't want a war chest. I just want about 200-300 million. That's it.
I feel we going to spend some money in this.
I think so too.
Yeah,
I think so too.
I feel Liverpool going to get surprised. So Liverpool fans going to get surprised that FSG actually.
I ain't gonna get surprised because
Nobody's gonna get surprised, bro.
let me tell you what's going to go
If we
on.
do basic business, nobody's
Bro,
surprising.
it's just like
bro.
a bit some budget spin, bro.
If we're doing basic business, nobody's
we're going to want
surprised.
4 players, and when
If
we
we get
don't get
Isaac,
those 4
that's a surprise.
players, when we don't get those 4 players, then we don't have a backup plan for those 4 players that we don't get.
Maddie, you gotta go watch Moneyball, man. That's Liverpool, like Moneyball. I see him exact way. You understand?
Actually, I don't mind that, to be honest with
Crab,
you. Like
Crab.
doing like the data signing to get like those
Crab.
just fill the positions that we need.
Crab,
Like don't make
me
us
tell
go
you
short the next
something.
season. You know what I'm saying?
Crab, please let me explain you something. I seen Moneyball with the Red Sox, and it only worked for a while. So don't tell me about going and see the movie because I see it in real life.
Listen, we've been in two prems in 5 years, and hope to God that we spend some money. That's all.
But you hear what they say in your statement? You hope to God. Why must we hope to God?
Well, because we know the man pockets got holes in it, bro. We know that.
Man, we're operating from Mobby Bart money. The man ain't got nothing else but
Maddie, we
Mobby Bart
know
money.
this.
No?
We know this, Maddie.
Right. So this is what I'm saying. We, as I said, call me negative, but every time we have one player that we want, when we don't get it, we don't have a backup plan.
I know. And I'm hoping that things change now that Klopp gone, because Klopp was in charge of everything. I hope now things change because we got different people doing different things. So I'm hoping.
What going for this hope thing, brother? We not do that.
Yeah.
I gotta hope, brother. That's all you got in life.
Energy.
That's all you got in life is hope, man.
Jarvis, check the private chat.
No, brother, man, we'll eat more things.
Go true.
Yeah,
Well,
man.
stay blessed, there,
I'll
brother.
give you a shout. I'll give you a shout. We'll speak offline, Barnes. We'll speak
Yeah.
You know,
offline.
it's my big up time, Izzy, though. Big up yourself,
Okay.
brother.
Yeah, man.
Take care,
Yeah,
man.
man.
Love to her, Mizzy.
Big day tomorrow.
Because
Yeah, man. Big
because,
game on Sunday. Let me celebrate. Let me celebrate and let Maddie have a smile on his face instead of
Maddie,
being
at least you gotta watch the game Sunday, Maddie. I know
grumpy
you don't watch
pants.
the football.
no, crab. When
What
I
do you
tell
mean nah, Maddie? What sort of Liverpool fan is you is though?
No,
What do you
no,
mean
no.
nah? You're watching the game?
Because what did I say to the beginning of the season? I'm not watching any games. So why am I going to be a hypocrite and change it just because?
Okay,
You know
wait,
what,
Maddie.
so
So, what is it gonna
lift the
take for you to
trophy.
watch football again? FSG out?
I'm going to see how the off season begins,
Okay.
what we do, and
Okay.
depending on that, that's when I make my decision again.
Okay.
Fair enough, man. Mental health.
Well, listen,
There
what
you
you
go.
doing, Maddie, is a hard thing, brother. I
No, it's
love
not.
football.
you-
I cannot sit down and love a team and
Yeah.
not watch them play.
I agree.
I would
Yeah.
die.
There's no way I go
Yeah,
in.
man.
No, you see, this is the problem in different philosophy in life, right? If you love something, you should be able to walk away from it also.
I like that bullshit now. I
Hey,
love money.
hey.
I would never
You
walk
don't,
away
you,
from
you don't
money.
got mental fortitude, man. That's what it is, bro.
There you
That's
go.
right. I ain't got that sort of fortitude. That's right. 100%.
Right. Well, so there you go.
100%.
Hey, Maddie, what do you think about Trent?
What was the name of that movie that Ben Affleck was in? Gone Baby Gone?
Mm.
Yeah.
Gone in 60 seconds, man. Nicholas Cage.
No, Gone
You can do
Baby
that
Gone.
one.
Gone Baby Gone. Listen, I don't want to hear about that dude. Okay?
You see,
And
you still
end of
mental?
the end of the day, you're a goddamn traitor.
Yeah, thank you very much.
I do not want.
He give us no money, boy. That's what hurts him.
I don't want no traitor in my camp.
Oh Lord, what was this traitor thing? What?
Yeah, man.
Nah, traitor, boy.
Crab, let me tell
How
you
is the man a
something.
traitor?
No,
How?
Crab, let me
What you
tell you
mean?
something. I don't care if you want to play for Madrid. That is your God-given right. But you know what you should do? You should be at least say, you know what? Let me be grateful and give them a team something. Let them collect a
Yeah,
little
boy.
bit of money.
Yeah, boy.
That part. Okay.
How much you think Trent going on the market for now?
If we had, about
Yeah.
120.
Right. Same as Isaac. Same. Like I would say not as much as Isaac, but I would say 100, 120, 130 pushing it.
I ain't paying no 120 for a man that can't defend. You get 50.
No, but it's not the
Oh, no, you can't
defending
defend.
part. It's the creativity part you're looking at.
Chris just
Right.
be the devil advocate, right? You know, Chris.
Yeah,
all the time. You know.
So
Right, Chris
we
said
all
that.
know Trent can't defend. But what I'm saying is that if he was on contract and he want to go, I don't find my issue with him is that I know I could get at least 80 million for you.
Fact.
Right? At least 80 million. Right? Because you are my prize asset. You see it with the English stats, right? A lot of English players go for way more than they are expected to get.
That's the English tax.
Yeah, that's the English tax. So I think somebody said it here, Mason Mount. I think man, you had to pay extra for Mason Mount because
the English test doesn't matter when it comes to Real Madrid. They don't care about that.
Yeah, that's why them pay 100 mil for shitty ass Jude Bellingham, innit?
Right. So what I'm
they
saying
got the king and queen back in them, you know. That's
so
the king and queen's money.
If Trent had a 4-year contract, but let's say he had a 3-year contract, and Liverpool and Madrid came into bid for Trent, Liverpool would have said, you are going to take one of my best players and you have to cough out money to get him off of Liverpool books, right? It's the same thing with Coutinho. Coutinho was Liverpool's best player at the time. How much Coutinho went for to Barcelona, right? So Trent is Liverpool. It's Trent, Van Dijk, and Salah. They are the 3 key players for Liverpool. To prize them away from Liverpool if they were on contract, you would have had to fork out at least. So I am saying at least 80 million we would have gotten for Trent. and then we could invest that money into a replacement or into something better, like that 80 million could have go for Isaac or something like that.
I ain't guaranteed,
But
though, like Maddie
but
said,
the
I ain't
fact
guaranteed.
that you go in for free, brother, that is where it kind of.
But who dropped the ball on that? Who dropped the ball on that?
Liverpool.
It's FSG
No,
too.
and I wasn't. It wasn't. It was
No,
Jurgen
no,
Klopp.
no,
Jurgen
no.
Klopp.
No.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
was
But
none of
what
them.
I'm saying is, what I'm
Because
saying is,
Trent decided
right?
to sign a 4-year
Oh yeah,
contract
correct. So
from the
they
get-go. So he
offered
knows
him
it
a
was
5-year
goddamn
contract,
deal.
and he said no. I will do 4. So they offered him the 5-year, and he said no. I'll do the 4. So for me, I just want to take what I on that side with Lex and them for a quality world class player like Trent. Come on, to get nothing for that has to hurt, boy. It
But
has
JP,
to
let me
hurt.
ask you this, right? You think if Trent had a year on his contract, you think Real Madrid would still come for him
For
and
free,
pay that kind
yeah.
of money? Probably
They'll
not.
make him wait.
No, they would have waited until the contract run down again.
That's
Hey
what they
brother,
do, right?
listen.
Same with
Hey brother,
Mbappe, right?
listen. Hey brother, listen. When a man come look your girl, right? As she make the decision for go with him, don't it?
Mhm.
All right. Thank you very much. So no matter what you want, said the man get a contract, him get more money than where him might get now, right? Him might get everything where him want for staying at home. So he has made the decision to leave us. Don't get it twisted. This is not no FSG. This is not no miraculous bullshit. Trent has decided, fuck
like this guy.
Liverpool. I want to play for Real Madrid. Done.
Thank you.
Just like if a man come look your girl, if she assess the man package and decide to go with the man, or she make the decision for go with the man.
Yeah.
But
What me I gotta do? Me I gotta start say, oh, I wasn't good enough. I wasn't this. I wasn't that. Yo, my girl, you are mine. So if you decide to go, that's a your thing.
Pops, preach, Pops, preach.
No. Because just now we said he was offered a 5-year deal and he took a 4-year deal, right? So if he's taking and the problem with the situation is Trent can't leave and it be good anyway. 100 million, 80 million, it can't work. It's not going to work out.
Pops.
Yeah.
What do you mean? What do you mean by that?
Listen, so here what he's saying. So
you are gonna give it. You have a Ferrari. You are gonna give it for free.
No. What I'm saying is
sell the Ferrari, my G.
Just listen to the scenario because the issue.
I don't think you're gonna get through to me, but go on.
The issue for the issue for a lot of people is Trent leaving for free. Okay, good.
Yeah.
If he signed a 4-year deal and you offered him a 5-year deal, at the end of the second year, it's you now to say he got 2 years left. Go back and say, here's the extension. When he says no, what you gotta do? You gotta put him on the market. Now, if you, FSG, the American owners, put the Scouse, want the kid on the market, you know what it's gonna be? It's gonna be uproar. The Americans trying to sell the Scouse in the team.
Yeah.
So the ownership can't win if that's the scenario. So Trent has all the cards from the jump. From year one of the 4-year deal and not 5 years, wherever you want, he's the man that ultimately in control of everything. Because at year 2, which is what we're supposed to be doing, with 2 years left, you're supposed to go and tell a man, yeah, what we doing here? 2 more, 3 more, 5 more, whatever. And he said, nah.
But Pops.
The instant he does that, you go make a decision. But the ownership can't make that decision. You can't tell me that Trent 2 years ago, the man said they're selling Trent and everybody happy. You can't tell me that we can get 80 million for Trent 2 years ago and everybody happy.
Pops, you're making a good point, but guess what? The coach also has a part to play in it.
I asked the question.
Good point.
And if you want that play and you see that, guess what? This is the kind of movements he's making. You know what I would be doing? Because as I say, this is why I like coaches like Mourinho and them. They have balls between their legs. His ass would
know that.
The bench for a goddamn year. He would not play.
Yeah, but
he would not pick up form. He would not be able to practice nothing.
You're benching Trent.
You're not benching the Scouser. Come on, man.
It bench him.
You see, that's
the Scousers
But
though.
he ain't gonna hold him out for practice and that
Trent
stuff.
had the most assists. Trent and Robertson had the most assists. They were part of
Yeah,
the
how
system.
much assist him have this season? We're going the league. How much assist him have?
No, but that's the whole difference now, though. This is the end.
What kind? Pops, whose side you on?
I'm not on the side.
Yeah, because
I here to present both sides.
We're not with this year. We're not in a middle ground. You either with or you against it.
What? So what's he saying? What's he saying?
Trent is a snake.
You on Trent side or you on Liverpool side?
Yeah.
Lex.
Oh, I want to be on Liverpool side. It can't be on Trent side. It can't be on Trent side.
Yeah, so what you make argument for Trent for?
Yeah, come on.
No. What just doing is presenting the whole argument. When you're having a discussion about things, you got to present the whole argument, man.
Lex, here's the thing. What all the Scousers and them saying now, though? Because he leaving. What they saying?
What am I saying?
Because, and the reason why too, as I say here, I want to announce anything like that, because guess what? That son of a bitch tried to go on a parade and they know he leaving. He know his ass will get pineapple, mango, old stone. It wasn't a big goddamn thing.
It's a good thing you marry in the US and not England.
As soon reach.
But he playing
he's a goddamn traitor.
Yeah, traitor. Right? Now
he doing what he gotta do though.
However,
what he gotta do.
Yeah, yes, brother. I'm me. I go feel how me feel about what him do. That's what we're talking.
But that's the truth though. Everybody has the right to their own opinion around these circumstances. But
at this point, it's not even an opinion. A fact. You know how much defend me used to defend Trent. You know how much excuses I sit down for my pride for this, brother. Wars we are fight for Trent. For years we are fight wars for Trent because we and Trent bleed the same blood. And this man got decide to do a blood transfusion and just disappear upon man. No, brother.
Free too?
No, for free.
At the end of the day,
we get a food off fight.
Lex, at the end of the day, football is a job. You gotta look and get with the most money you can get.
Hey, brother, listen. When Ronaldinho had that pile the man, me never that think about no job.
It's a job at the end of the day.
No, not for me. Not for me.
You're not paying for Liverpool. You're not getting offered 500.
By the way,
you're not getting 250.
All right, it's a job. Okay, it's a job. All right, me go support City tomorrow then. City a better package, so me go support City next year.
I'm talking for the players. I'm not talking for us.
That's what I'm trying to say. So we not look upon it like a job. So me can't think about job. Job now go through my mind. My mind, what go through my mind are feelings. Feelings. That's why I watch football. Emotion.
No. But
I
agree. Also to address Jamrock, right? You have your facts wrong, partner, because FSG has been on par and has outspent the New York Yankees a couple of times in the past 6 years. So know your facts before you come telling me about money tactics, partner. If you go and you look at the books, New York Yankees has been outspent by the Red Sox at least 3 times already. So don't tell me about money tactics. I live in the bean town. I live in the city of champions, as they call it. So don't try to tell me or educate me about shit that I know.
Man say, what is this man say? Him say,
man said,
everyone that
all for free. Where's all the
Oxlade Chamberlain, Naby Keita, and Genie Wijnaldum. And we put them in the same category with Trent.
They refuse to sign back.
Brother, you compare side chicks to the wife. Walk one.
Ox, Naby, and Ginny, all combined fees still win compared to Trent fee alone. To thing with that. So
at the end of the day, a man I hear and a man come and tell me I give you double what you making here. I got a family to look after. Nah, bro.
No, but you can't say that because Liverpool gave him a great contract as well. You heard,
but Madrid gave him a great one.
No, Real Madrid.
No. Liverpool contract was better.
The sign-off fee is going to make it better.
They can make it a lot better.
The sign-off fee is always going to make it better.
It's a huge sign-off fee.
Millions up front.
So you telling me?
So him left for money then. So it don't means more. All right, cool.
So
Yeah,
Pops,
respect.
Pops, tell me how
That's up
much
to him, bro.
Oh, yeah, man.
more he will be getting with the sign-on fee.
Big up, Trent.
All right. So if you are saying that he was worth 80 to 100 million, right?
Right.
That's what you're saying, right?
Yeah,
His
let's say
value.
80. 80,
Good.
yes.
His sign-on fee. So let's say he's gonna make 200 a week, which is more than what he's currently making, but less than what we would have offered him.
Right.
Because apparently we were gonna offer him 350, which I don't believe.
Yeah.
I don't believe that, and
Well,
I wouldn't be happy.
Why you wouldn't say you believe
no, but
Jesse
I
Salah
wouldn't.
and Van
I wouldn't
Dijk
be
get
happy.
400?
Nah, but I wouldn't be happy with Trent making 350 though. To be honest, for me, I wouldn't, because number wise, it don't make sense for the rest of the team. It don't make sense for the rest of the team.
True, but what he done for us, he's worth that 350. What he done for us. So you don't believe that Trent, the scouts and the team, with all the assists, with all the stuff that he did for Liverpool in the past,
Hell
is
no.
one of Liverpool's best.
No.
350.
Not
350.
not for 350. I'm sorry.
No, but
I'm not.
The problem with him being on 350, the problem with him being on 350 is you've adjusted the wage scale for 3 players now.
Right.
How you buying? Because you know, again, we gotta be real.
Yeah.
These
I get
men
that.
ain't spending the money that we're talking about. So you put Trent on 350 and Virgil and Mo on 350 to 400 plus bonuses, or whatever the case may be. That's a significant part now of money that you had to spend somewhere else that you've now started shifting.
Yeah.
Now, if
fair.
we had endless amounts of money, then we wouldn't care what they were making per week, because it wouldn't matter, because you still got to renegotiate Ibu's contract. So if you give Trent 350, Virgil at 400, Ibu's saying, well, you got to take me to about 250.
Right.
So then you got 4 players or above your 200 line, because Virgil was only on 220. And Virgil is a better player than Trent is, with all due respect. Virgil is a better player, and has more. There's more to him than Trent in terms of the game. With all due respect, centre back, captain, he was only on 220. So if you play the numbers game, you can't have all those players on the right hand side of the line that you've basically drawn,
right?
Because Virgil and Salah being on the right hand side is a short term fix. That's a 2-year deal. After 2 years, you better have everybody else in place ready for them men to retire, or possibly a 1-year extension, but you got to have everything else sorted out for the next transition into the next phase. If we want to be the team that obviously we want, where we're saying, yeah, we can be champions again and we can be in the Champions League final. That's ultimately we want. Do we want to be saying, yeah, look at us? No, look at us. No. City had their moment. Now it's our moment. Let's do something now.
Yeah. Matty, just to go on what Jamrot was saying, since 2000, the Boston Red Sox has got 4 Major League championships, the most of any team in the Major League Baseball
franchise.
Behind them is the Giants with 3.
Again, I said I am not debating what they won. I am saying, and as I said, go check, fact it for yourself. They even was outspending the New York Yankees.
Yes, they were. Yes.
So don't tell me about money tactics if you was outspending the New York Yankees.
Yeah.
At some point you got to spend the money, but then they still sold Mookie Betts, innit? They didn't release Mookie Betts.
That's right.
When you want to quote to me, money tactics has won them the most in 20 years, that's a false statement.
Why is that?
No. Because they didn't spend more than the Yankees for 20 years. At some point in the 20 years, they would have spent more than the Yankees.
Spent more than the Yankees.
They spent more
portions.
They spent. It had literally 3 years that I can tell you. Sox outspent the Yankees easily.
Yeah, of course, for 3 years. Yes,
in a 20-year span. But in that 20-year span, the Yankees would have spent more money than the Red Sox.
Way more.
I guarantee you that.
No, it does not matter.
It does, because they got more. They spent less than the Yankees and got a win more.
Don't come and tell me in the 20 years, including when you won 4 of those championships, that your money tactics was money ball, and that's how you won. doesn't work right now.
They had to
What,
spend money.
you know what? You are a goddamn financial whatever. You looking at stuff. I could go and do printouts the next time we're on the show, and I will prove you wrong. Okay? So don't tell me what I don't know. Right? I live amongst Red Sox goddamn fans. Right? So don't tell me what I don't know.
Don't start up that Trini Maya. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't start up that Trini Maya, bro.
We got a couple of Trini men in the show right now.
Nah, JP cool. JP seems like a level-headed dude. He got that Maddie.
Big up, man. Them. Some of the facts that I'm hearing are not fully accurate. No one has ever outspent New York Yankees. He may have acquired a few trades that was more than Yankees at the time because Yankee already had a better squad at the time.
Causey.
They had
go and do a Google.
Hey, let me forget the Yankees and the Red Sox. We winning 20, man. Forget the Yankees and the Red Sox.
Yeah, come on,
winning
come
20.
on, come on.
Get with the Yankees. Get with Red Sox.
Yankees and Red Sox.
Red Sox.
We ain't talking about the Yankees and the Red Sox no more than that.
20, let me get some Angostura, Maddie. Let me get some Angostura.
20. Quasi, will you 21 next 20, season. Man? Huh?
All right, then.
In that 5 years span.
No. No.
According to Jamrock, if FSG was such a good business,
listen, we done with the Yankees and Red Sox. So we arguing with them. We done with the argument with them.
If they were not good businessmen, Liverpool would not be one of the richest clubs in the planet right now. That does not make sense.
Facts.
Look, this
we done with the Red Sox and Yankees.
This Maddie right now. Look.
Listen now, but listen. At the end of the day, like I said, I know Maddie wants the team to spend some money. I understand that, and he wants players. He wants better for the team. I get it. You understand? But for me right now, I care about nothing like that.
Forget the players. Let me win. Let me win.
We got number 20 to win on Sunday.
Let me win. Let Endo get guard of honor from.
Okay, the question is,
and from Caicedo, and from Lavia.
The difference.
Let me win first.
Pops, here's the difference.
Maddie,
you want to win, I want to dominate.
No. To dominate, you gotta win first. You still gotta win first.
No.
You keep winning. You gotta win first.
You gotta win first before you can dominate. You gotta get that first one.
Dominate without winning first. One comes before two. That becomes before three.
Because in boxing, if you dominate the goddamn opponent, that's how you win your fight.
But boxing and football is two different things.
No, you can knock you out and the fight will be done.
You could dominate in boxing. You could dominate in boxing and get knocked out and lose.
I go with the principle that guess what? We should have had how many leagues now?
Nah. See.
Nah, I can't do that. We talk about no. We talk about
you see, that's the difference between me and you.
Nah.
You can't change the past, Maddie. So where you're living in it, the past done.
According to Lex, if I have a woman who horn me, what the heck I want she now for?
Memories don't live like people do. Come on now, let me move, man.
Let me win. This is a procession. We should be enjoying this moment here. All the fans, the opponents crying.
I can change this up now. Look, we can have fun as the Arsenal fans. Look.
No.
Listen, the thing is, Arsenal fans getting rattled because people cheering the best second team place again, and the men just I don't understand.
The men know when the treble in second place finishes, man. Hey, there's an accomplishment on them part.
Let me open the ball of Angostura, Maddie. We get some Angostura and Coke.
How much money is Virgil and Salah making?
400 a week.
Who cares?
The sign. I'm
trying to find out because people keep saying that FSG or Liverpool don't have
400 a week.
400 a week, both of them.
That's ridiculous. 400 a week. When have we ever talked about that kind of money with Liverpool
exactly.
ever?
Exactly.
Here's what I want. I hope it's bonus incentives. I hope it's win the Champions League, win the league, and make the 400. Not it's 400 up front. It's 300 with 100,000 in incentives. Give me that. Yes, good. I get with that.
Listen, we can be like Man U right now, you know, sitting in 14th, and got kids doing the same thing.
And who's your favourite player? None of them. They're all rubbish.
Well,
Pops,
this
for that to
Oh,
happen.
wherever United fan on the panel, that's what I say.
is all I got to see, right? To your question, Quasi.
For that to happen,
If FSG
certain
did not
players have to get
resign-
assurance because Salah is not going to say, I'm going to score another 20 goals if I don't have the right players around me. Virgil is not signing
Let's hope
signing
that's
another
the case,
contract.
Matty.
It's not signing
Let's
another
hope that's the
contract.
case.
That's the vibe, but
You're the man. You're the brains. You loved Edwards and Hughes. So you tell me. Hashtag Musiala. What's going on?
Oh, it's coming.
You tell me.
Thank you. Thank you for bringing that
You
up.
tell me.
Thank you, Pop.
Let's pop some
question that I
bottles,
have-
man. Pop some bottles, man.
Emotional damage.
Marty.
The question that I have, Pops. The question that I have: has Musiala signed a new contract at Bayern?
Yes, he has.
No, he hasn't. He was offered.
I think
a
he was
new contract.
offered.
He
He's
hasn't
been
signed
offered.
it.
I
He
know he
was
didn't
offered
sign
a
it.
new contract. He hasn't
He ain't
signed
signed
it.
it.
Not
Okay.
yet.
He hasn't signed it yet. Thank you, Pops. Thank you,
Here,
Pops.
Quasi.
People
Here,
don't know.
Quasi. Here, Quasi.
Thank
People
you,
don't know.
Pops.
People don't
People
know.
don't know. The sources will come. Don't worry. This summer is going to be a
Hashtag
wonderful summer.
Musiala.
We say Musiala coming to Liverpool this summer. Quasi.
I'm telling you, Musiala is on the docket.
No, brother.
Maddie,
Musiala
if that
wants to
happen,
stay
what gonna
at
happen,
Madrid.
Maddie? What gonna happen?
Honestly, you clip up Quasi, right? Everybody keep quiet. Quasi, say that again. Repeat that. I want to hear that again.
Said Musiala hasn't signed the contract. Musiala is on the docket. Liverpool is going for, like Maddie said, he wants to dominate. I want to dominate. So they have to get the right players to be able to pay Virgil and Salah the right amount of money. So Musiala is on the list. Isak is on the list. What's that guy from Bournemouth? Kirkers and all those guys. All of them on the list.
Kirkers and
Hoyson.
Yeah, I can't even say his name right. All of them on the list. Liverpool have money. If Edwards or anybody comes and tell me we don't have money, we rioting. They have money. They have money. We need to stop this
West
thing
Ham
of
wants
we
to
don't
sell
have money.
Kudos as well. West Ham want to get rid of
Quasi,
How much?
and all the time you've ever heard me speak, you never hear me say FSG don't have money. I said they
I'm
are
not saying
cheap.
you. I'm not saying you. I'm not saying you. I'm just saying in general. You hear a lot of
And
jokes and people say, "Oh, we always." Right now, all these teams that everybody used to praise, used to love, Chelsea. Chelsea is going bankrupt. They're selling their own team to themselves to get away from PSR. Chelsea is selling their own clubs.
Sell the women
Can't-
club back to
But
themselves.
you can't get
You
rid
see
of
what I'm
You
saying?
can't get
They
rid
get
of
away
it.
from it.
The
They didn't get
European
it from it.
rules. The European rules said that they're not going to be able to play.
well, all I got to say because I got to run. Pops, pull out
Yo.
your black book
Maddie.
and start
Nah.
making notes because come
You on Sunday on my
September,
show,
You got
man.
different
I
kind of
come
book. You got different kind of
September,
book.
come September, when we ain't signed certain players and stuff, I don't want to hear the
This is for Sunday. This is for Sunday, Maddie. I need you on Sunday. We're gonna be popping this.
My man popping ballers.
The panel. It was nice. It was
Big
fun.
up,
You all
Maddie.
have a
Always
good
love,
night.
bro.
I got
Big
to
up.
Big up,
run.
Maddie. Big up, Maddie.
Big up, Maddie.
We shall see you all in the off season.
That's right, Maddie. That's right, Maddie.
We'll be there.
I call you personally, Maddie.
Maddie, like, he plan to party though. I don't understand this. Maddie,
I don't understand.
man.
Maddie
Hello,
watching game for the whole
Pops.
season.
Let me clarify one thing there with you. I said Trini, we just party for everything.
I just think really that no party, but you got me confused.
No. Not because you see the demeanor don't mean that we don't party. We just party on holy days and all, partner.
Maddie gonna do a Juve rule now. God damn it. Jesus.
You all have a good night. Have a safe
All right, Maddie.
weekend. Everybody
Big up,
stay
Maddie.
well.
Good to see you, man.
Take it easy.
Bless up, Maddie.
Big up, big up.
Crazy, man. Listen,
Wait,
I
wait,
just
wait.
ready
Scored
to
the winner on
this
Sunday.
weekend.
Who's scoring the winner
It's-
Sunday?
it's-
Who's scoring the winner? Who's scoring the winner?
Salah
Yeah,
getting 2 assists under. Salah getting 2 assists under.
Kids are coming on and scoring the winner.
Scoring the
Who's saying
winner.
that?
Come on, we battling Spurs Sunday.
Newness, man. Newness.
Here, answer. I was a Liverpool fan, but long ago, I'm coming out here. I don't want him to win. We're gonna fight to the end.
That's what answer.
That was a big answer, bro.
I
I was a
check
boy when I
yourself.
was a Liverpool fan. I'm a
Here,
grown man.
Master. Here, Master.
Thursday
Here,
more
Master.
important than Sunday for Ange. Yeah.
If we lose this, we get the guard on our Arsenal, innit? I say go.
I don't want to lose this though.
Wait a minute. Wait.
No man, we can
Yeah,
lose
beat Chelsea.
it.
No, we got Chelsea. We still got Chelsea before them.
Yeah,
You
man.
know, we can literally lose till the last day of the game and win.
Bro, we need a point. We need a point.
We just need 1 point.
No,
If Arsenal draw one more point, it's
if
over.
Arsenal drop the
It's
points,
over.
then we
If-
win by
if-
default.
We win it.
If
Yeah.
Well, when?
okay,
When
thank you very
When?
much. Thank you very
Sorry,
much.
my apologies. No, man.
Listen to me, man. Listen to me. It's
No,
in
we
front of the
throwing a
fans.
party.
The last time the fans didn't get to see it. It's in
Yeah,
front.
that's
They
why they
got
want
to
it at
do it.
home. That's why they want
They
it at
got
home.
to do it.
glorious.
They got to
Yeah.
do it.
The
Understand?
fans
know
got
that
to do it
that
too,
game
though.
in
No,
front
but the
of the
fans got to
fans,
do it
eh?
too.
Huh?
Say again. Say again, Lex.
Oh, the Chelsea game is away.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
Chelsea
yeah.
away.
Chelsea's
So
away.
Spurs at home.
The Arsenal
Chelsea
game
away.
at the guard up
Arsenal.
on at Arsenal. It would have they?
No, it's at Anfield. Arsenal coming to
Arsenal
Anfield.
coming to us.
Arsenal coming to Anfield.
Arsenal coming to Anfield.
Oh,
Yeah.
No,
They
it's a
still got to give
beautiful.
me the guard of honor. They still got to.
It's amazing to be a Liverpool fan right now, man. Those
It is, boy, it
tears,
is. It
those rival tears, who are trying to make. Oh, this is the weakest league in the
Worst
ever.
Premier League
We got
season.
We
all
got
that
4
nonsense.
English teams in the semifinals on all European Cups, and you telling me that's the weakest,
The hate is real, brother. The hate is
bro?
real.
crazy.
Come on now.
But the points are exactly the same for the last 5 seasons, effectively. At this point right now, if you count back to the last 5 seasons, if we finish unbeaten from now to the end of the season, winning, we can finish on 94 points. 94 points is better than the last 4 winners. City won with 89 last year, or 90.
Last year, yep,
93,
89.
91, something like that. So what we doing? I ain't even hearing it, man. I ain't
That's
hearing
a
it.
lot of hate, man. It's a lot of hate, bro.
I ain't
It's a lot of-
entertaining the conversations when nobody are talking about weak league. No conversation. None.
All of a
Hashtag
sudden,
20, that's all they
Prem
gonna
is a
say.
weak league. All of a
Hashtag
sudden,
20.
Prem,
I ain't want to hear.
But listen, here's the narrative. All of a sudden, from being one of the strongest leagues to having one player injured for one team and another player injured for another team, and it's a weak league.
Yeah.
But
Rodri,
you know
City,
it is.
Saka for
We gotta
Arsenal.
rewrite the script. The script gotta get rewritten.
Hold
In
on,
the
man.
season that we won it, where we stopped and had to come back because of COVID, we were the COVID champions. But we played
We
the
were
whole
20 points
season
ahead of them,
afterwards. The whole season after that, under COVID protocols, but that wasn't the COVID champions. City weren't the COVID champions when they
Weren't
played
they?
the entire season, but we were, having won it when we brought it, and we were on
18 points ahead or something.
Yeah.
We were on 80. How many points? I won late. It was 27 games played. I think we were 25 1-1. I think our record was 25 1-1.
Yeah, I think you're
Listen, there's a lot of Liverpool haters out there, bro. Listen, it's
Man.
a lot. It's a lot.
Actually, no, like
And it's always
29. So
gonna
it would have
be.
been 27 1-1. But
Listen,
that's 81 points, 82 points. Yes. Because City finished second on 81 points. And we were already on 82 points when the league broke. We finished on 99. They finished on 81 points. Come back to when it stopped. We didn't need another point for the rest of the season.
and all they talk about the weekly. Let me not talk about the refs' decisions this season too. Some of the iffy ones.
But they were
Let me
all
not
in
even
our
go
favor,
there.
though, Crab. No, the refs are all in our favor. We got
Really?
the most penalties. Yeah, we got the most
Wow.
penalties. We had the least penalties against us. You didn't hear that one?
How much people
Yeah, I
get
haven't
sent
heard
off
that one.
against us?
How many of our
Nobody.
players got sent off?
Yeah.
Here's the wilder one that people don't really want to talk about. Why is the league so bad, or you just can't get credit that the mid-tier teams have just gotten better, brought in better players, and have played better, and have stole points
Barnes.
and beat teams?
You trying to rationalize? I ain't doing
I
it.
ain't rationalizing. I talking facts, pops.
No, we ain't rationalizing. Who want to say it weak? Say it weak. We win. We ain't nothing to do.
At the
We
end of
cause
the day,
strong.
the trophy and say week league season.
Hey, brother, not just that. We never tell them for the week. And our responsibility for them, man.
All right,
For
Dad.
the shit.
We went to
Everybody
the gym and
thinks,
train to get
okay,
strong.
this is the shittest league and we're the best in other shit. Okay. We
Thanks.
never asked, we never said Manchester United keep Ten Hag and then hire whoever this brother is, forget his name.
Big Rube, man. Big Rube.
But
Ruben
Lord,
Amorim?
Liverpool been boring to watch. But what team has been exciting to watch?
Hey, this brother, please don't tell me say this brother is an Arsenal fan, innit?
No,
But
I
which
think
team has
Chelsea.
been exciting to watch?
He's a Spurs fan.
Spurs.
Oh, Jesus
Oh,
Christ.
yeah,
Lord
man.
Robbie,
Yeah, man.
big
Spurs
Lord
very
Robbie.
exciting. Enjoy the 15th place, innit?
Yeah.
18
Enjoy
losses
that.
and exciting, man. Woo!
Enjoy that, man.
Woo!
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Listen, Liverpool did what they had to
Anybody
do.
here, though?
Liverpool beat the teams that they had to beat.
No, but
They were the
we
most
ain't playing
consistent.
nobody.
We ain't playing nobody
Remember
yet.
there
We
was
ain't playing nobody
we
yet.
didn't
Yeah,
play
we're not playing
anybody.
nobody.
Then it was
Yeah,
you see these 10 games. This is the 10 games right here. When they play Leverkusen in the Champions League and they play this team, and that's
Yeah,
is when they can
Yeah,
drop off.
Madrid. Yeah.
The gap was extended on Arsenal during that 10 games.
The league's so bad. Why you never win it?
Exactly.
Told that, oh,
Like
because
what he
Saka
said,
was
what's
Why
he
injured.
you
been
never
four in a
win it?
row?
It's like the COVID season. Why you never win it?
All right. Why you
Because
keep
we
coming second?
had the inhalers. That's why we had the inhalers. We had the antidote to the
So
COVID.
what your inhalers? Just like with City
Did they reach?
115. Where's
Did they
your
reach?
115?
Did they reach? The man had them in the port.
You understand?
Listen, man.
You think this is
Listen.
bad? You wait till the summer when we get our players.
Everybody was saying
Virgil
this is
saying,
it for Arsenal, right? And they didn't do it. They can talk about injuries and all that, but we was 9 points ahead when they had all them injuries.
But everybody
Well,
had
I know.
injuries.
Well, I know. All of the Arsenal fans just say, "Oh, them bad defensively. They need a rebuild." Now that Klopp is leaving, like Klopp never did underachieve for the last 4 years, but that's beside the point.
Mhm.
When Klopp is leaving, oh, they're gonna struggle. It's gonna be terrible. They're gonna finish
So it's
6th.
gonna be a
They're gonna
collapse.
finish 7th. They're gonna finish 8th. But now that we're going, it's the worst league.
Yep.
All right,
Farmers
yeah, man.
League, yeah.
All right,
By
respect.
the way,
Yeah.
have you guys heard what Richard Key says?
Nah, boy. Don't Quasi.
Don't listen to
Nope.
him, boy. He's an idiot.
Nope.
Nah.
No,
Well,
Quasi, don't
whatever he said,
Nope.
whatever he said is
Nope.
what everybody said, and we won. So I hope
We
he
ain't-
continue.
Don't quote Keys and Gray on here. No.
Yeah, he was talking.
We ain't
He's
doing
saying that there was no excitement in the league this year. Liverpool just steamrolled it. Who fault is that?
Yeah,
Whose
that's
fault
how
is
we
that?
fought. Yeah. People want the
Who told
entertainment.
you to
People
sleep?
want to see a challenge. What that had to do with us?
Yeah.
We win all games. Win all their games and challenge us.
All right, then.
Right?
All right, then.
Exactly.
What that had to do with us?
But here's the problem, right? People are liars. That's the truth. Because if you look back over the history of the league, it doesn't happen. The whole idea that there's going to be this mad race for the title,
Yeah.
and there will
Yeah.
be these powerhouses.
Mm.
Liverpool and Man
Never
United are the
happened.
two most dominant sides in England. Tell me
Yeah.
any point in time when both of them been good together. Tell me
Yeah.
any point when
Never.
they've both been good together.
Yeah.
It doesn't happen.
Never.
Only a couple of seasons. You can only say a couple of seasons.
Yeah,
We
one or
won
two.
One or
and
two.
stopped
Yeah.
winning. They won and stopped
Then
winning.
stop with yeah.
We've never been head-to-head fighting. I mean, Rafa probably got the closest during the Facts rant season when I think
Yeah.
we finished second to them. But
Yeah.
outside
Yeah.
of that, we've never been
Nothing.
good together.
Yeah.
So the top
You
four
know,
has been nice, but it's never been a 14. It's never been Liverpool, Arsenal, Chelsea, and United in a dogfight for the title. Never.
The only dogfight is the
Never.
last one, fourth place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The top
Yeah.
5 spot is the best thing this year, though, to be honest, in terms of competition-wise.
But
Yeah.
Rasta, this is the part where I wanted to talk to Madi about. The reason why that is happening is because of the change in the financial system in the football nowadays, right? All these clubs have money now.
Yeah,
Sell their
yeah,
players.
yeah.
And they can
Before,
buy.
yeah, I
You know what I
agree.
mean? That's
Yeah.
why.
The
That's why
gap.
Liverpool. That's why Liverpool did so very well. Yes, it was frustrating that we didn't spend and get certain players. Yes, it was. But right now we are in a situation where Virgil had to come out and say they have to spend, otherwise I'm not signing.
That's the interesting thing right there. I don't want to go into the summer, but that's the interesting comment, and that's all I'm going to say. But what I want to go back to is this: when United were dominant, they had the money and the power to go and get all the players they wanted.
Everybody.
They
Everybody.
handpicked. So they went to Middlesbrough and got this man. They stopped Forlan from going to that club. They said Heinz wants to go to Liverpool. No, they sent him to somewhere else. They dictated everything because they had that power. Now you got better managers at Iraola
All
is
the club.
Bournemouth's manager, right?
Yeah.
And Tottenham
Good
are looking at
manager.
him and saying, "We
Good
want him."
manager.
You got look at the guy at Crystal Palace,
Yeah.
Glasner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Glasner has Mateta, right? Mateta is, since Glasner has joined, Mateta is, I think, third or fourth only to Mo, Isak, and Haaland, I think.
I would.
Or
Would
maybe,
got more than
maybe
him, I
third.
think.
No. Since Glasner joined, it's only
Oh,
three of
okay.
them that are better than him since he joined. So you got managers. Look at the Wolves manager. Wolves were heading to the championship. Man came in and said,
Yeah.
"I make a few changes." Wolves
Say that again.
have now cleared relegation
5 wins.
comfortably.
5 wins straight.
Comfortably. So you got different levels of inequality, and Pep's the one manager that stands out on his own. If you look at the league, because we really don't know about Mr. Locke. He just came in and dominated the league, but you can't say he is the next best or whatever. Arteta in his Unai Emery, but you got coaches that are on the come up. Eddie
Big up
Howe,
Unai
whether you like
Emery.
him or not.
Big up
Unai
Unai.
Emery.
Unai.
So
Unai
you got a lot more ability in the
guy,
coaching. Where you had Big Sam and them men back in the days, it was them recycling all the time. Big Sam and Kirbishley and Pardew and them men. No, but that's what it was.
Yeah.
You was just
Yeah.
recycling them.
They're just recycling them
No.
around. They saved me from relegation. That's all they were doing.
Yeah.
So
It's
you
true.
have a lot more even footing. And now the money that we have in the Premiership, teams in 7th, 8th, and 9th are spending more than the leaders in some of the other countries.
Look at Forest.
7th, 8th, and
Spend a
9th
shitload of
are
money,
spending
bro.
more money than the Italian champions, because them out there trying to wheel and deal. Yeah, you can swap this man and sell me this man, and then they can pay some, and always doing some sort of funny deals because they don't have the financial clout. So you're looking at a lot of different things. I don't care. Bring me number 20. That's all he's saying. Run me number 20. Run me number
Yeah.
20. I happy to
question
listen
for
to
the
all the
panel.
narratives, and all they can say is run me number 20.
Exactly. Question for your panel: Eze or Sabozlai in the 10?
Is it cold? But he seems like he's getting injured though.
Consistent, man.
I don't think, and I define a 10 first before you make the selection.
No, brother, Eze. On the football field, right back, left back, centre back, goalkeeper, Eze over Szoboszlai.
There
We're
you
not
go
to
then.
do all of this definition thing.
But
If we-
ultimately,
if
as
we-
we
if we-
come down to the next, is what Mr.
If
Locke
we-
sees
if
as
we
a
go
10 and
out-
what we see as a 10.
Yeah, a man asked we, never asked slut.
Oh,
What's that Maddie trying to show now? I thought Maddie going, what's this you trying to show?
Yeah,
Hold
Maddie,
on. We can't see 4D, man.
Maddie, he's back
Wait,
in.
wait, wait.
Is he going to show us the Red
Maddie.
Sox and
Hold on.
Was that man
Maddie,
Google
that's Google.
They might ask Google.
in the past
Ask Google.
seasons?
Maddie come back for that day though.
In the
Seriously.
past 20
Yeah, man.
Maddie,
Maddie, general.
go to here with this art, that art still thing, man.
No. You see, I just had to come back and prove my point.
Thank
Somebody
you, Maddie.
is looking at Siri instead of goddamn Google. Don't
Or
tell
listen,
me
listen,
what I
we're
don't
talking the
do.
Red Sox,
Have a
man.
good
You don't drink your rum.
I said
Drink your rum and a
times,
punch.
let's-
Drink your rum.
11
Drink your rum. Drink your
Maddie,
rum.
turn on the light, man. Jeez.
Do not
Parang,
tell me
parang,
what I
Maddie.
don't know. Have a good night.
Later.
Big up, man. Look at this.
man? He couldn't sleep. He
Southampton
was
will
like,
earn
oh, hell.
more getting relegated than La Liga champions, if I'm not mistaken. I think you're
That's
right.
crazy. That's
crazy.
crazy.
Parachute payment back to the championship is mind blowing, which is why teams don't spend when they come up.
It's crazy.
But you know
You
the
gamble
funny
and
thing
say,
is,
Let me go and
Pops,
come
you
back.
know the
again.
crazy
Sorry,
thing
go on,
is,
go on.
the Americans have found their way. One thing that they didn't want to do is pay for these teams who kept, taking the money and wasting it, especially in the bottom part of the pyramid. So right now, PSR has come in to make sure that everybody is held accountable. I'm not going to give my money to Bejan, and Bejan is going to know that next year more coming, so he just wasted. Nowadays, you got to show us why did you spend all that money? How did you get the money in the first place? So in a way, it's kind of like the trading stuff that goes with the American system, right? Where you get taxed
All like the salary cap and stuff.
Exactly. Yeah, they found a way to do that because now the luxury tax is basically what the PSR is.
Yeah.
But
yeah, you're
PSR,
right.
I think PSR gives you can spend up to
I think what 30%, 30% of your profit or something like that.
over and above of your
over
I got
30%.
actually got to check it. Yeah. But you see, there's a problem. Why we need to be accountants talking about numbers. Football, what did Lex say? Football is about passion and feelings. Ain't about all the money and this and that. Forget all of that. That ain't our job. We should be here just talking about the players and enjoying. All this, but if we spend 60 on he, we can't get 40 for he and all that. Who has a bigger
This
legacy?
is a good question.
Yeah.
Who got the bigger legacy in English
Alan
football,
Shearer for
Alan
sure.
Shearer or Jamie Vardy?
Ain't no competition there. Alan Shearer.
Nah. Shearer got big. Will be a bigger.
Yeah, one of them 2000 and question them, man. one of them 2000 and question the.
But big at Jamie Vardy though. Big at Jamie Vardy.
Jamie Vardy is
that's a story.
Jamie
That's a story.
Announced he's leaving the Foxes.
But he announced that with the tweet. He announced that with the tweet when he cast him in. That was saying to me, I done.
Yeah.
All I can remember JB Vardy do is scoring that bang against Liverpool, bro. That banger. Jesus Christ. Oh,
he had one of the best Premier League seasons. Do
you think Vardy back in the Prem next season for a different team, or do you think he going elsewhere?
I think he done. I could see playing for Leeds. Why not?
Well, yeah, you could.
Yeah, well, since you want Hurricane, then
who want Hurricane?
Who want
Man, I talked about Hurricane is 60 million earlier, man.
Why upon that?
I said I want Kane. I was asking the question.
Listen, that is one of them questions where once you want it, or that once you ask it, or that you want.
Nah, Hurricane. Nah.
Come on, that's one of them questions.
Give me Liam Delap before Hurricane.
Easily.
I don't want the lap neither, though, to be honest.
Who's your preferred striker, Pop? Let's always ask you this, you know. Who's your preferred striker, honestly?
I struggling, Crab. I don't watch enough football to say so. I don't watch enough football for me to bring a 9 like that, right? But just watching the lap, I can't look at the lap and say, put here my number 9 shirt to lead my line.
As a backup, you okay
as a
with
backup
the lap?
to who?
Backup.
As a
we don't have a starter.
We don't have a 9 yet. So we can't
bite the lap. We need the 9. We need the 9.
No, the lap can play the 9.
Nah,
he's good enough to start.
No lead my line.
You think he's good enough to start?
Hey, brother, come on. Good enough compared to who, man? Come on.
Lex,
we need a proper line.
You've watched this man play. You've watched him play.
Yeah, but Lex, you see the lap play a low block yet?
That's my concern, though.
No, Lex,
that's my concern.
You see the lap play a low block yet?
Hey, brother, I see Salah play a low block.
No, that's Salah.
yeah, but Salah not very good against a low block. So it's like the argument they're kind of shaky in it.
No, what I'm saying is that everybody going off of the lap like if it's staying or whatever.
All right, bro.
As a backup.
All right, who you want?
Okay, it's very difficult because it's who I want is kind of unrealistic, right? Because
you want Isak.
Remember,
you want Isak.
So there are 2 forwards that I will go after this summer. Those 2 forwards are either Isak or Alvarez from
Atletico.
God damn,
right?
Not happening.
No. Alvarez is not coming anywhere.
Alvarez ain't coming back.
Why I said it's unrealistic because if Newcastle gets Champions League football,
that's unrealistic though.
Okay, right? And Alvarez he now moved to Atletico. So he had to pay real money to get him out.
He ain't coming back,
right? That's what I'm saying.
Unrealistic,
The only good striker that I am seeing outside of those 2
get you what Victor
ones, right?
Rubbish.
What's his name, boy?
Osherman.
Right?
I really like that brother, you know.
I don't like him, but for what it is,
use the low block. Use the low block argument again. Use it. Use it with Osherman. I beg you.
Listen.
If no. We need to hear the low block argument on Osman before you go any further.
Shots fired.
You know what, Lex? You're absolutely right because
you can't use one argument for not down Dilap, but then you don't want to use it for not Osman.
Let me tell you, Lex. Let me tell you why you could use the difference, right? Osman is proven
In
Delap is
can
not.
pass.
Proven where?
Where
Where?
proven?
Proven where? In Italy.
Where?
Napoli.
Italy.
Yeah,
Yes.
brother.
Yeah.
That's the
Come on,
point,
man.
my
Lukaku went to
G.
Italy and
That's the
come back and look
point.
like a klutz.
Okay,
That's
so-
the point. I've seen
question.
Delap. I've
Who
seen
lead in your
Delap
line?
cook.
Who lead in your line?
Listen to me.
Osimhen
Listen to
or
me. Listen
Delap?
to me. Listen to me. Huh?
Which player? You have an option now. You have an
Osimhen
option
cannot
now.
pass for shit.
It
I've
doesn't
seen
matter if
Delap
they could pass,
play
but
accurate passes. I've seen Delap
Look
control.
at
I've
his-
seen Delap
look at
hold
his
up the ball.
goal- Look at his goal record for the past couple of seasons, please.
Brother.
Look at his
brother.
goal record.
In what league?
I don't need my forward to pass.
In what
I need my
league?
forward to score.
Nah, you need it to
Right?
pass.
Come on.
Nah, man.
In our team,
Listen,
you need it to pass.
I can be honest with you.
I don't
It can be
feel
hard
good.
because teams love playing low block against Liverpool.
Yeah,
Brother,
I don't
brother.
say no, but come on.
Victor Osimhen in our low block.
Give me Nunez and forget about Osimhen, to be honest. If I had a choice.
Nah, man. Nunez
Osimhen in
over-
it for me, boy. I
Nunez
never like
over
that. I
Osimhen,
don't know
right?
why. I just don't feel like, you know what I'm saying? I just don't know, man. I just don't know. Listen, the strikers out there is very thin.
Not
It's
just
very
that.
hard.
Delap is 30 mil. Osimhen is like 80 or 60 or 65, 70. Them regions.
But Lex, I could see Delap bullying defenders. He's a strong kid.
He
him
likes
doing
that. He likes that.
Bro,
He actually
he
likes
plays
that.
for Ipswich.
He likes
physical,
He's
brother.
already playing in the league.
He
He's
likes
physical, brother. He's
Why?
physical.
Why do Liverpool fans do this, boy?
But then
Do
a lot of
what?
people out there, those
Do
There are a
what?
lot of
Do what?
strikers out there, though, JP.
The lap boy.
You call three.
Name
Isak,
some more.
Alvarez,
Man, you
and
say
Osimhen.
Osimhen,
And I
brother.
don't want to hear set score. I don't want to hear the name
No,
get
no
called.
set
No
score.
set
Let's
score.
go.
He's
No,
dead food, bro. Dead food.
what?
Dead food.
Duran.
Delap is a backup at best.
Duran.
Yeah, that's my guy right there.
Duran.
Duran
Duran,
runs
you
to
get
Saudi
that
Arabia for
back.
the
You
money
get that
games.
back.
Your
You
league
run
coming
too
back.
Hey, brother.
I guess you guys don't follow news. He's on the selling block.
Ready?
Yeah,
Damn.
For how much?
60.
60 million.
Who's on the selling block?
Mateta? Nah.
Mateta.
Nah, bro.
Nah.
Brother, listen.
Okay, I want to know why people think that Isak is unrealistic.
Because 100 of if here's where here was.
So I want the hope man them this.
If Newcastle gets Champions League, he is going nowhere.
Nowhere.
Until who?
Done.
Actually, but he has chosen not to.
I saw
sign,
the
he has
link
chosen
in
not to
Newcastle.
sign a new contract. He has chosen not to. He has chosen not to sign a new
3 years.
contract.
He still got 3 years on the current deal, though.
He got two.
He got
Mad,
either
yeah,
2
mad.
or 3 years on the current deal, innit?
If Liverpool sign Jonathan David on a free, I'm gonna go crazy, bro. I ain't gonna crash out. I just telling people right now, I am going to crash out.
You don't want to see that brother nowhere near Liverpool.
Give me Dan's. Give me Dan's then. Give me Dan's.
I will give
Not
Dan's a
Jonathan.
run out.
Yeah,
to be
Dan's-
honest.
No, give me Dan's. Give me Dan's, not Jonathan David. Give me Dan's.
But we need
Forget
listen.
that. Give me that.
We need a top striker. We need a
But they ain't got none much of them out there.
We can
That's the
go and take a
problem.
risk on something. We can go and take a risk on something. I don't want Garkeres or Osimhen, so forget them.
Nah, I don't want Garkeres neither. I still don't understand how he was in England and nobody wanted him. He was right next door. Right there.
Gyökeres?
Yes, he was in
'Cause man,
England 2 seasons
shit, blood.
ago. But that's
Yeah.
but that's what I mean.
He
All
was
of a
in
sudden he
Champions
left,
League,
and people talking about, oh look at
You watch him in the Yo, first of all, guys, learn on the lessons, please. Remember where Nunes came from,
Came
innit?
from. Thank you.
Would y'all take
Yeah.
Pedro? Would y'all take João
So Pedro from Brighton.
No.
So basically what we're saying is that we keeping Jota and Nunes then.
No,
Nunes
said
gone.
Delap, brother.
No.
Nunes
Nunes
gone.
gone.
Nunes gone.
So if you let Red go, who we bringing in though?
Listen, brother.
Isak, I'm telling
if
you,
Jota
Isak.
if Jota stays, bring the lad.
Listen, brother. If we buy Isak, we're not going to buy an next player for the next 15
Not
years.
another one. Not another one. Not a
But that's the dominance that Maddie was looking for. You get used to
No,
that
yeah,
dominance.
wait, yeah, you can dream, but if
that's it.
FSG fork out
Everything lock off.
150 mil for one player, just
And
forget
that's it.
any other
No
signings, brother.
kickers, no
No six,
midfielder,
no
no
left back
centre back.
replacement. No, we have to go
nothing.
put the bus like right back, a bare makeshift thing we have to go do, brother.
Pop, let me
Basetic
put
is
this
gonna be the
proposition on you.
midfielder.
Pop.
Basetic is
Let me
the
put this
midfielder.
proposition on you, right?
And Owen
If
Beck
you
is the
could get
left
the
back.
lap and Belabor, you would take the lap?
Done deal. Hand, shake my hand. Done. The lap.
That's
and
because
Belabor.
Belabor in that conversation.
No, I good.
Nah.
Belabor and the lap, I ready. I ready for next season.
Dilap can play for woman like easily.
I ready for next season.
And if
Because
it, or
Nunes
if
gone,
him go,
Jota
he
still
might end up go United. You get me?
So you see, remember we were talking about earlier, Lex. If we could bring in that player that could be in the midfield, Belabor's that guy to be next to Grav, and then move Matt up.
Brighton what?
Belabor's that guy.
Who him play for?
But Brighton.
He's Brighton. He's a young
But you
kid.
guys say
20.
you say you don't want
slim fella
It's
that
a good
suddenly
holding
get big this
midfielder,
season.
yeah.
you don't want to spend 150
Me
on
hear about
Isak,
him,
but
me
you're
hear
gonna
about
spend
him.
100. You're gonna spend 100 on Baliba?
No, man, we do the same thing we do with McAllister. Remember?
We got East Ronnie and knock on the door and say, look, they got a little
Come
clause
on,
here.
just slip
Put
them a little
put a
35 mil
50, put a little 50
and have a
and we got-
midfielder better than the 100 mil Declan Rice, innit?
How about
We
Mateus
have three
Cunha?
we
How
have
about
three,
Cunha?
4 midfielders better than Declan Rice, and none of them not add up to.
You mind with that Cunha, Lex?
Cunha pretty
no
much a
dickhead
go Man U
policy, man.
still.
But I
No
think Cunha
dickhead
already
policy.
done United. But
He
yeah,
done, he
United.
Him a go
already.
United, man. Him a go United.
Got done.
Okay.
He was
It
down there
ain't
doing
done,
all-star
but it
walking
very
around,
it
but
too
it's
strong,
close.
and nobody else not compete for him.
Yeah. And he
Because
leaving for
his
sure.
attitude. His
He
attitude,
leaving
man.
for sure. He leaving for sure.
He's leaving
Which
by his
attitude,
attitude,
man?
man.
Yeah,
His
man.
attitude.
Bale did leave Tottenham with that attitude and score a bicycle kick against us in the Champions League, innit? Come on, man.
Yep.
I'm just
Yeah.
saying that's why
Yeah.
Osimhen is not gonna work. because his
So big
attitude.
man, you now have an attitude.
This is
I'm
the
just
issue
saying,
for me.
Edwards. This Edwards policy, no
Sink or
dickhead
swim. That
policy.
can be the problem for you.
Yeah.
Big
Number
man
9
policy.
shirt heavy. That number 9 shirt heavy.
It's not gonna be really heavy. 'cause you
Which
only
number
paid
9
30
shirt
million.
heavy?
Our number 9 shirt.
Liverpool number 9? No, brother.
heavy.
We just
Nah,
buy
but-
shit number 9s.
Yeah, we just buy. There's the
There ain't
first
nothing
set
out
of-
there. There
the
ain't nothing
first
out there.
couple of years we didn't have a good striker. Remember, you had Sturridge, Suarez, Torres.
That was
Owen.
it. Bobby Firmino
Oh,
wasn't a striker.
Yeah, so
Well,
we only
for us,
previous
yes.
seasons we had Firmino. Firmino was decent.
But he wasn't a striker though.
No, but
Hey,
he
brother,
was
stop
played
this
there.
now.
Was 9.
He was
Robbie
what he
Fowler.
was. He was the system. The red arrows was it.
Right,
Man.
that was
You'll
the,
never
that
see
was,
the red
that was
arrows
the striker
again.
we needed for that system, huh?
Here we
Right.
go.
So
We end up with Evan Nielsen from Bournemouth. Watch.
yeah.
Jesus, don't do that.
I'll
crap.
take Robbie Fowler right now in Liverpool.
Don't do that crap.
I just say
Nielsen?
the
Nah, I
left
saying
wing
how it
market,
looking, cause ain't no boy out
the
there.
left wing market and the forward market tight. That's why
Look,
the only two.
Let me
the
tell you what
only-
me anticipate. Me anticipate we're probably gonna get a signing where we're not gonna like, but then it might gonna turn out like a Gravenberch or a Salah or a Mane or some bullshit, innit?
Liverpool
One
have
contagious there.
Just I
Give
go
me a
off for the
name then.
track
Throw the
record,
name.
innit?
Throw the name.
Huh?
Throw the name then. Who you think that?
Your name?
Throw the name that
A
you think that got.
striker?
Huh?
A striker?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Throw the name.
Which name I can find? I don't know.
Man said-
The lap.
or Larson from Wolves.
Prob-
They got the same exact numbers.
Run the Delap thing still. Man, not tell no lie.
Yeah, I would take the lap over Larson. The lap to me more mobile than Larson.
But do we need a mobile striker though?
Yeah, brother.
What? What do you mean?
We had Nunes and that
We
didn't
just
work out for
we just need one we can finish.
Finish, yeah.
We had Nunes and
want
that
Chris-
didn't work out for we.
Yeah, that's
want
the
Chris
point.
Wood, eh?
We
You want
need
Chris
one we can finish. Listen. Pay attention, man.
So you want
We're not
Larson
paying
over
attention.
the lap? You taking Larson over the lap?
Who me?
No.
No, Delap, man.
No,
Delap, man.
Okay.
No.
I won the lap
Delap have
Only
some
if he's a
attributes that I
backup.
think would fit our system. You get me?
only if he's a backup to the number 9. I don't want I don't want
Come
to
on,
bring
man. Why you
up on.
disrespect the lap like this?
No,
Nah,
I'm not
but Lex,
disrespecting the lap.
but Lex, it's hard
I'm
to
not
see the lap in the
disrespecting the
Champions
lap.
League starting for Liverpool, man. It's
Come
hard to
on,
look at that.
man.
It's hard to look
Why?
at that.
Because him the exotic wagon.
The lap. Listen, how old is
You got
the
add on a
lap?
Pino.
23?
You got add
Like
Pino on it. De La
22,
Pino.
22.
22.
Huh?
Crab. De La
Young,
Pino. Call it De La Pino.
right? Bring in the lap.
Yeah, De La Pina. Yeah, man.
De La Pino.
Bring in the
man.
lap. And
De La
bring in
Pino.
a proven forward for me, please.
How about this fella Mateta instead of the lap?
No. I
No.
prefer the lap over Mateta.
The
Right?
Mafia can pass the ball to Salah, bruv.
Right? So,
Like, no, no, listen, that me tell you.
So,
No,
I
forget,
think we're gonna-
you forget that we not really need,
The
like,
new contract.
let me tell
And
you,
the new contract says the striker must
goal
be able to pass
scoring
the knee.
striker we need, the goal scoring striker we need would break records. You see, if we have a good goal scoring striker, would have break records. You see, if Nunes could have finished a lick, would have broken records and win the league. Would then a two-peat at least right now. You get
How
me?
about Mbeumo as a striker?
nah.
But he's not a striker though.
Not
Get
striker.
this
not a
man out of
striker.
here, man. Get this man out of here, man.
Lex,
Look,
the players that you were
listen,
talking about.
we just don't have the player vocabulary for actually make these decisions, right? So just
That's
hope
not
say
our job,
Edwards
though.
know. Just hope say Edwards can just do him like a Edwards thing.
No, the
Head
players
down to
that
South
Lex,
America and
you-
come back with a gem. Head down to South America and just come back with a gem. You know, every year we look at Brighton and say, "Oh, look at this McAllister guy. Look at this Caicedo guy. Look at this Baleba guy. Why we ain't got one of them guys? Give me one of them. That's all."
Yeah, we have McAllister, man.
But Pops, you wanted that
No, but
Brighton
we went
striker.
and bought him.
You'd have preferred Ferguson. You said you would take Ferguson.
Duncan Ferguson.
Evan Ferguson.
Ferguson.
Evan
Ferguson.
Not big. Actually, Big Dunk would probably make a lot of money now if he was playing.
It's true. What about what's his name? Marcus Thuram.
Nope.
Red Dog. Why you stop this man?
Listen, I just throwing out names.
He's throwing out names,
You
you know.
know,
You're
you're
throwing
just
out
trying to
names.
provoke, man, brother. You can't see
Yeah,
the question.
Throwing that out. That go on.
You can't see us to that.
Watkins, Ollie Watkins. Let me go. We're throwing out Ollie Watkins.
Oh,
Out the
Jesus
door.
Christ,
From
man.
McLeod Ocean. Nah, bro.
You need to go Arsenal.
What about the guy from in Italy, Matteo Retegui?
the players that you guys want is Kudus, Semedo.
Who?
I'll take Rogers.
How about
Yeah,
Openda
no,
from
Rogers. We need Rogers.
from Villa?
I want Rogers on my side.
From Villa.
100%.
Rogers from Villa. That's the perfect number 10.
How about
He's a
Openda
power
from
forward.
German League, from Bundesliga?
Man.
Bender?
Yeah. He quick, strong. I'm just throwing it out. I'm throwing it out there.
That sound like a defender to me.
He quick and strong.
I also like this fella. What's
Another
his name?
centre back.
Victor
No.
Boniface or Boniface or whatever he is.
Brother, stop this now, man. You just call names now for no reason.
No,
man.
I like you
Stop
do. I
this,
watch him
man.
play in
Come
the
on, man.
Champions League.
Bowen, let me go. Bowen. We call him Bowen.
You understand? Yeah, just call names now at this point, yeah.
Call him names.
But ain't nothing out there, bro. It's like
Patrick Schick.
Just
Patrick Schick.
That's the beauty of it, Crab. That's not our job. They got men that get paid a lot of money to run
that,
all the data and
I
come up
know,
with
I
that
know.
name. Bang.
Listen, if Keneki did there, he would have tell the two striker right off the bat. But him not there.
Yeah.
Well, let
Keneki
me
can
ask you
tell
this,
we
man.
have
How much of the
striker
front line
right
you
off
think-
the bat.
How much of the front line you think we getting rid of this summer? The 6. We got 6
We are
right
losing
now.
the defense. We need 3 defenders.
But
Right
hold
back
on.
and
Let me
left
do the
back
front
and
line
center back.
first. How much we losing from the front line, man?
Nunes gone.
Okay.
Chiesa gone.
Okay.
Jota probably gone.
That's 3 out of 6 we got to replace. That's hard. That's hard to replace.
Too many. That's too many.
That's
I
too
see.
Man,
many.
not just Nunes and Jota, him say.
No, but
No, say
from,
Chiesa probably gone too, yeah.
with,
Nunes
Chiesa?
and Chiesa, I think. Nunes
now,
and
from my
Chiesa.
information,
I think Nunes and
We
Chiesa.
don't need to get rid of Chiesa.
apparently, from my information, I've heard rumors in Colombia. Apparently, Lucho's going to Saudi.
Sending the
Good.
ball
Go
back.
along.
Bin him, yeah, man. Make him go and tell him.
You're gonna get the money.
bro.
Carry the 100 mil, Saudi. Carry the 100 mil.
That's the only place he can go because Barcelona can't afford him.
So apparently, he's going to Al Nassr. Apparently,
Yeah, that's what everybody always say about
Oh,
Barcelona.
on the sir? Really?
yeah.
They say he
Nunes-
might. He said he wants to play
Nunes
for Liverpool, but
Huh?
Nunes too?
Nah, I don't know about the Nunes, but I do know that.
Mayor say Nunes like a Chelsea man.
a lot of teams are inquiring about Nunes though, for real.
But
So-
listen, people
Don't sell
inquiring
him to
about
Chelsea.
Rasmus
That's what I'm
Højlund, my
saying.
man.
Hey,
I know
brother, look,
Rasmus
whoa,
Højlund, yeah.
whoa. Listen to me. Don't put Rasmus in a no sentence with any footballer. Don't even put Rasmus in a
Inquiring about
sentence
this
with
man,
me.
Lex?
No, but we saying he getting
Don't-
inquired. Other teams trying to.
No,
get him
we
right
don't
now.
want to hear about this
Trying
Rasmus.
to buy
Why
this
you
man.
even call Rasmus name? Look like man forgot leave the stream now, innit?
Rasmus.
No, because that means Nunes definitely got people calling for it then.
Oh man. We have to take a minute break.
Well,
Run
time
some
out.
ads. Yo, run some ads, brother. Run some ads.
Time out. Commercial break. Huh?
I can't
What was
believe the man
Lautaro?
just
What
got.
was
Why you
Lautaro
say
Martinez?
Rasmus
Lautaro
Højlund?
Martinez.
Jesus
I
Christ.
actually like Lautaro actually,
Nice.
Oh my God, Lautaro.
Why
but
people-
I actually like him, but I just don't see it. I don't see the connection though.
Give me that Colombian defender from Palace. Do I like EAC play that game? He looked good, yeah.
Yo, listen, we can play Harry Maguire up front like them man, innit?
Then you know what? Let me just run it with Jaden Dance then.
Look at this here. I've been hearing this.
But yeah,
all over the
better we
internet.
just do the dance. Cole Palmer.
Yeah, man.
Hell
I
no.
ain't seeing that. I ain't
What do you
seeing
mean
that.
hell no? Who said that?
I'm not taking
Angel.
Cole Palmer.
Mute
Because I
your
said-
mic when I say them things, man.
If he doesn't make Champions League, he has a clause in his contract.
But he will
still
go
not-
back
You
to
don't
not
want
taking
Cole
him,
Palmer, brother?
he will go
No,
back
no.
to City first though.
Eh?
No.
City probably got first option on he innit?
Wait, why not?
You don't.
No?
Palmer in at 10. Ooh, boy.
He better than Szoboszlai.
Yeah, for sure.
Miles better.
Goes without saying, brother.
For sure. For
I'm
sure.
Maresca shit, so
Palmer.
send him to a competent manager, innit?
Wait, so you want Cole Palmer as a 10 for us then?
Brother, if we can get Cole Palmer, whether we have a 10 or we have a 9 or we have whatever, just get him in it.
Yeah.
Arsenal and Cuckoo.
Get him and play him false 9. Yeah, man. Arsenal just do the Arsenal things, man. Always about Chelsea shit, man.
Facts.
Arsenal don't have money,
Palmer,
people.
Palmer is quality, boy.
It's like Chelsea
Yes,
run them
yes.
sewer to Arsenal, bro. Them
Arsenal
just
don't have
drain,
any-
the sewer drainage to Arsenal. Anything with Arsenal, Chelsea don't want Arsenal, just take it.
Quasi,
The
what you
problem
say?
is I
Like?
have is like they're saying that
Arsenal don't have the money people think they have. They spend it on what's his name, Havertz and Rice.
yeah,
It's imperative that they win the Champions League because that's where they'll get most of their funds from.
that have
177 million, man.
I don't know why. I see PSG beating them, man, bro. I just don't know
That's
why.
how much you can win on the match. The winner of the Champions League gets 100 million.
77.
177.
Yeah, I mean from day one to.
Yeah,
to
we
the end.
already
Full-
we already
full
won
charge.
100 million of that. 100 million that was ours.
Alright, good. Which means Arsenal's won 100 plus because they're further than us.
Arsenal, yeah.
No, they're not because they did not lead. They did not win all. They did not lead the group stage. By the time we end the group stage, we had 100 million already for the Champions League because we won all of our games except the last game.
All right, but they haven't lost since then, so the money got to be somewhere in the
But,
same region.
but we finished top, right? They finished third. We finished top.
All right.
Have to
So
win the,
is it
they
by
have to win the
position?
Champions League.
Yes.
So you get money by position.
And what by position and by viewership, and we know
Alright,
viewership.
cool.
Come on.
So finishing third, let's say they got 70 million. Since then, they've beaten the quarterfinal. No, they've beaten the round of 16 quarterfinal.
Yeah.
So you get money for 4 matches still, right?
Yeah.
So they're still on the way to probably that 100 million, even if they don't win.
Yeah,
They're
that's
getting
what I'm saying.
money. This is it
Still
for
That's
them.
what I'm saying.
Finishing second in the league and still get them another whatever million. So still
Apparently, when we win the league, is 177 million for Liverpool for winning the Prem.
Yep. Let me ask y'all, Chris. If Diaz goes, right? Were y'all going to try to get this brother Gittins from Germany?
Jerome Gittins?
That's just a hype, man. People
The guy that's
see
played
one
for
player play.
Dortmund, right? The kid that's played for Dortmund.
Yeah, by no
One
Gittins.
good game. That's the reason why I'm not feeling that whole Alvarez. Alvarez was Man City. Nobody gave him love. He goes to Atletico,
That's
have
true,
one
though.
good game, and all of a
That's
sudden
not true, though.
everybody.
I won't
Hell
say that.
no.
I won't say that now, because I won't say that.
Nah, we
That's
all
not
know he
true.
was quality.
To me,
Nah,
to me,
I rated Alvarez.
you look at Alvarez playing, you can see he's a good player. But what you wouldn't expect is you wouldn't expect us to walk across the city and say, "Yeah, can we get this Alvarez brother here?" And the man say, "Yeah, sure, man. Give me 60 million or whatever it is that it went to, or 70 million. I can't remember whatever it is.
Simone,
It was the 81 blood.
We ain't
Bro, the
paying.
problem
They're not
Alvarez-
giving him 80 million for that.
The problem Alvarez
Nah,
was playing behind Haaland, bro. How the hell he was playing behind Haaland, bro? Like it wasn't gonna happen.
I've
You
seen.
understand?
Personally, he's a good player. I'm not gonna downplay his skills. The guy's he's a hard worker, right? People think that he's the next Bobby Firmino. That's why they want him. But I'm tired
Who
of
thinks
those
so?
type of
Who
players.
Now we
there's no
gotta
next Bobby
stop that.
Firmino.
Or no, that's one thing that we gotta stop. The red
We
arrows.
got- There's no next.
There's
no-
there's no more
left
Bobby
side
Firmino, bro.
Thank you.
No
I
more
appreciate that
Bobby.
because that's why
Because
people
Salah's
want
still
Cunha.
there. No, we
He
gotta
can be the
stop
next
this
Julian
foolishness.
Alvarez. That's it.
We gotta stop this.
That's why people want that man them who's going to Manchester United because they get that idea of he runs around, he plays this false nine. Nah, man. I want somebody who put the ball in the back of the net. Consistently. Consistent ball in the back of the net.
Arsenal's earned 68 million so far in Champions League prize money. That's it.
70 mil. See?
We already got we already
them.
earn 100 though.
Yeah.
That's for leading the group.
For winning the group,
Yeah. It is
I
what
sure
it is, man.
I sure you'd give back 32 million to be in the semifinals though.
Oh hell yeah. I would get
With a
back half
chance
of
that
it.
they want,
50.
with a chance that
50.
I want 77, innit? I'm okay then.
Oh,
Okay
yeah.
then.
And I get slot cross here and say, Mecca sub. Don't bring on Gakpo. Don't do no shite. And that's it. Yeah, we good to go.
But Pops, this also you have to remember. Yes, the group's position counts in terms of money you make plus viewership. Don't forget viewership. Right? So Liverpool making
how does that work?
100
How
million.
does that work? How does the
They probably
viewership thing
track
work?
us. They probably track us somehow, Pop.
They track
numbers.
They track us as
Numbers globally.
the numbers.
Yeah, I
yes,
think so.
They track the numbers, right?
Interesting.
So
Interesting.
position-wise, you have what you win if you are number 1, number 2, number 3, right? They have that allocated plus viewership because the viewership is the commercial, all the commercials. So how many people watch Liverpool when we're in Champions League? At least 3 times as everybody done, man. Arsenal. That's the part where when we say big clubs, people don't get it, right? When we talk big clubs, people don't get it. Liverpool plays a game, even if we playing, what's the name? Leicester. There's a higher chance that we're gonna get more views than anybody else. That's why usually they put us in those useless slots.
Liverpool's
Because
a
they
big
want
club,
that viewership.
Big club vibes.
Yeah. That's why they put us in those useless slots so that the EPL can get viewership in those, early games and those type of things.
I like this.
Jesus, 70 million.
I like this.
Nah, man. He ain't worth 70 million.
I don't care. It's not my money. It's not my money.
Impress me, but 70 mil?
Pops, you know you like him, Pops.
Not for 70 mil.
No, I do.
Come on.
For 70 mil though? Come on, man.
Wait, time out. How old is he?
Yeah, I was just about to say it. How because if he got long term,
find out how old is he?
I will still go and get him and Ola Ine.
Hold on, I will check.
Thank you.
But you got everybody's talking about the attacking. Have we talked about the defense?
22.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
okay.
how much? How old is your
I got
boy?
you. I got you.
How old is your boy? Rasta in Bournemouth, the center back. How old is your boy?
How is it?
Yeah,
he's 19. He's 19.
Yeah,
19.
19 for 50 million. So you're paying $20 million more
for the experience.
Yeah, for the experience.
Hey, man, them man for running.
Yo, Lex.
Big up yourself, man.
We gonna shut
Travel
it
safe.
down.
20 times, man.
Lex, you're gonna be watching, right?
Huh?
You're gonna be watching, right, Sunday?
Yeah, man. Watch the game?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. As if,
All right, big up yourself, man. Thanks for coming through, brother.
Yeah, man. Big up on yourself, man. Take care.
Yeah,
Yes.
have a good
Yes.
one.
Big up, right?
Stay safe, man. Them. Look, come on.
You too, brother.
All
Respect.
right.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Also,
Morijo,
also, you remember we also have 2 players that have pathway to the main squad, and that's Young Trey and Young Real.
Who?
I see him
Oh,
Rio
yes,
ahead of
who's the other
Trey
one?
though.
I don't know about Trey though. I don't know.
Trey
Trey
who? Who's Trey?
Trey
Trey needs to
Neone.
bulk up a
Oh,
little bit.
Trey
Leone.
Neone.
The slim guy played in midfield.
Yeah, he ain't gonna come true. I think Rio can get more play than he.
It's
Yeah, that's
easier
why
on that side
if
though. It's easier to be a
that's
winger than
why
it is to be a midfielder.
yeah,
Respectfully, it's easier to put a younger player out on the left side where he can make
that's
a
why
mistake in your coverage.
that's why people
Can't make a mistake in middle part.
Pops, that's why people thinking Elliott might be gone.
Nah, I would switch Elliott for Neone though. As much as I don't love Elliott.
For real.
But for Rio. But Rio's a winger though.
Yeah.
To me, they're not
No,
taking
but-
it
no,
the
but-
same
no,
spot
but
though. That's
technically-
not the same
no,
spot.
but technically, Elliott is a winger by trade, though, if I'm correct, right?
Yeah, but he's slow as shit, man.
He's not a winger though.
He's an attacking midfielder, man.
He ain't like all right. When you say winger, what do you see in your mind? What do you see?
Well, this modern wingers are like Salah, right?
Yeah,
So
inside
also
forward.
Inside
it's
forward.
a forward slash a winger. Yeah.
Harvey's
inside
not
forward.
inside forward though. Harvey's not inside forward.
I mean, he
In
can
my mind,
play
anyhow.
that too.
In my
And we
mind, he's
forget
not
about
inside
this
forward.
brother here too. What are we gonna do with this brother?
Now, I
Keeping
tell you that he
him.
coming back. I just tell you that he
Yeah,
coming back.
that's
You
my-
say
that's my
Isaac
boy
for,
right there.
for 150 million. All that he can be coming back. But
And he can be trying to get a spot. Is that what you're saying?
Ramsey can come back. Oimbeck
Yeah, but
can
what we
come
do
back.
with him, though, Pops? What we do with him?
Now I think
Santi Park.
yeah, he's developed very nicely in La Liga, though. He has developed nicely.
Probably he
Okay.
was a centre back playing in the centre of the middle of the park. So it's to decide what is he? Is he a 6, a 8, box to box? What
I
is
think
he?
he's like a box to box, in my opinion. I don't know.
He might beat Abaliba, man.
Yeah, he does play the 6 very well, though.
He does. He does.
Yeah,
He
we
got
gotta
that.
give
He
him
got that defensive instinct in him.
Give him
Yeah.
a chance this season. You had
Yeah,
to try
yeah.
him now.
Yeah.
You have to. Because
Yeah.
if
yeah.
it work out,
Nah, because if you don't try him out, JP, if you don't try him out, then you got to sell him.
yeah.
But listen,
No-
we
no
all
more
wanted.
loans.
We
No
all
more
wanted Bobby Clark to stay. Anybody hear anything about Bobby Clark now?
Apparently, they're going to sell him.
Who's
Apparently,
the
they're selling him
be-all?
this summer.
I'm just saying. Everybody was saying Bobby Clark can
Who?
be a good player. He is rated
He
very
is.
highly.
But he is a good player.
Oh,
Anyway, brethren, I got to jump out,
No,
man.
but he
Big
just
up,
went to a
y'all.
bad situation. I
Big
think,
up
in my
Quaz. Big
opinion.
up Quaz.
I Quasi,
Big up, man.
go and
All
straight
right,
to the barber shop.
We popping champagne on Sunday.
Yeah.
Sunday.
We popping
Yeah,
ballers, man.
Yes, sir. Big up, man.
Big up,
Yeah,
brother.
Jamrock, I blame Pep. Pep got fired. I blame Pep.
Yeah, he's a horrible manager.
They sent him to Pep, but Pep got fired. They blame Pep. It's all on
Yeah.
Pep. I feel he likes Spain though. I didn't think he was coming back, to be honest.
Who?
I didn't think Steph was coming back. But Setic, I don't
okay.
think he was coming back.
Yeah.
He's Spanish,
New
isn't he, right?
manager
He's
now.
Spanish?
Yeah.
Well, actually,
So
he's
I didn't.
well, he's half in Siberian. I
Dual
think, too.
citizenship, I guess.
Serb.
Right?
He's
Yeah,
half
yeah,
Serb.
yeah.
Half Serb.
Serb,
Yeah.
yeah. But I figured he was gonna go to the sunshine and feel that heat and say, you know what? Nah, I ain't getting back to all
He's
that rain
playing
and
where's
snow
he
and
playing?
ash
Las
rain, boy.
Palmas, right? Oh
Las
yeah, that's
Las
nice weather.
Palmas.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah, that's
sir.
nice weather right there.
They got that
you
good
go.
beach and that good weather, bro.
Yeah. You hear the name of it, Las Palmas. Oh
Las
yeah.
I just sounds
Palmas.
erotic.
Yeah.
Sounds like a holiday, innit?
Yeah, bro.
Sounds like work.
Jesus.
Sounds nice out there.
Anyway, man, I got
Crab,
down
who
to
you
the
want
end
to
of the
score the
street
winner?
tomorrow.
Yeah, we can end the stream just now. Who you want to score the winner Sunday?
I tell y'all, man, Chiesa.
Chiesa. Angel, who you want?
I think it's gonna be a
JP.
0. I think it's gonna be 0-0.
Jesus. Barnes,
I just want
the movie
I
friend
want
is
Salah
crazy.
break the records.
You want
So you want
Salah?
a Salah hat trick? A Salah hat trick?
Two goals and 2 assists.
Jesus.
Break the
You now want
record.
the
Break the
title
record
one?
one time.
And the record broken. Jesus Lord. How about you? What Chris said? I missed what Chris said.
Man, he talked about drawing or losing or saying
0-0.
man.
Yeah, 0-0.
Nil and
No.
all that.
Against
The two
freaking
highest
Tottenham?
scoring teams in the Premiership can be nil-nil.
Jesus Christ, man.
Gosh, man.
Clean sheet for Allison, bro. Clean sheet for Allison, bro.
Yeah, so we can win 4-0 then.
So, exactly.
That's what he's saying. 4-0. 4-0.
Check my honesty.
I don't
Lord, that would be the irony of something, bro.
I don't think Darwin plays. I think, in my opinion.
I don't know.
Apparently, we don't want to pay the $5 million if he play one more game.
Yeah,
No, I think
exactly. He's not playing again, bro.
That's not if he starts, he could play. He could come on.
Oh,
If he
really?
starts,
Yeah.
Okay.
If he starts,
He always starts.
Yeah,
Yeah, he starts.
yeah.
Oh,
He
okay,
can come
okay.
on. Yeah,
He's not appearances. He's always starts.
yeah.
Got it.
Actually, yes. And in saying that, before we close out, let me do my predictions.
Oh, shite.
Shit, I didn't even look at the team. The things.
Angel ain't do nothing in a minute.
Let me
JP, we
do-
usually got a little prediction thing we do every week, boy, but
JP could join too. As for
nah,
some
he too
fun,
late
he
if he
could-
join. He got to join next season.
No, I just mean just in the episode now that we.
Okay, yeah. All right, fine. That's good.
As a fellow
All
West
right.
Indian, you know, we'll let you come true.
So let's we get started. Chavs against Everton, 7:30 game tomorrow. Early start.
Jesus.
Lord, boy, Moyes
Really
got
kick
a little
off?
fire under that man, you know.
I ain't watch again. I have to watch that. Oh boy. Not
At Stamford Bridge. I ain't watching that at all.
I say a draw.
I got 1-1.
I'm with you, Rasta. I'm with you. 1-1.
That's gonna be a dead game.
Yeah, boy. That could be a 0-0 game too, you know.
Yeah.
Actually,
Chelsea
you
and
know
Nicky.
what?
Chelsea and Nicky 2-1 for me.
I'm actually going Everton win 1-0.
My man going for the broker though. Come on.
Listen, Moyes has won. I think I can't remember the stat. I think it was 9 of 11.
That's
Yeah,
not
well,
bad.
No, I think it's 11 of 14. While in the 11 previous games, I think they had lost 9 of the 11 or something like that.
Yeah, Moyes turned it around good. Yeah,
Moyes
sure.
full 360 for them, you know.
Yeah.
Oh boy, I know.
Moyes do a good job with them, it's true.
And we beat them 1-0 too in Anfield. So
Yeah. I get Everton winning 1-0. Everton getting 1-0. I get
Let's go, Bars. Let's go, Bars.
right. So
Honestly, going for the 2-1 win. No, Ronnie
I
saying
get
1-1.
1-0.
I go
1-0.
1-1.
You say JP 1-1?
1-1. Yeah.
Pops, what you saying?
Chaps winning 2-1. Home win.
Okay. Crab, what you saying?
I got
1-1?
As a must win. As a must win.
All right. Pops, just so you know, for last week, I got 7 points. Just so right now.
When we done, I will do that. I can deal with that.
Yeah. All right. The next one is Brighton West Ham.
That's
Brighton
sound
at
like
home.
a draw. That sound like a draw to
Oh
me.
damn, boy. Brighton is signing us here. Jeez.
Yeah, these men get me sick. Every time I predict to win is loose. Every
Yeah,
time.
I agree. This do the same thing with me.
I got him in though. 2-1.
2-1 too. I got
2-1
2-1.
to Brighton. Yeah, I'm with you. 2-1 to the Brighton.
I got
2-1 to Brighton. JP, what you saying?
2-0 Brighton.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh, no Tarkowski for Everton.
Oh shit.
He injured? Dirty bastard. Take that, man.
That's all right. Still taking the draw though.
Lord
I
Roy,
had
he
the
got
Everton
Brighton to win
Leeds
at home.
still. All right. Geordies against the Tractors.
Oh, that give me a smash.
I said 4-0.
That give me murderation. I gained 3-0.
Yeah, I gained 3-0 too.
4-0.
JP, what you saying?
Yeah, Isaac. What's the game?
Ipswich against the Geordies, Newcastle.
Yo.
Newcastle at home.
Isaac hat-trick. Isaac hat-trick. 3-0.
3-0 song right. Southampton, cheese you honesty. Damn. 6-0.
It can happen though. It could happen though.
It could happen. I agree. Southampton against Fulham.
Fulham win.
3-1 to Fulham.
That's licks too.
Yeah.
So how many at home? So I feel like I can get a goal, but 3-1.
I'm gonna do 3-0.
2-0 Fulham.
I gained 2-0 Fulham.
2-0 Fulham.
3-0 Fulham.
Wait,
All right.
question. This might sound silly. All the teams that are in the bottom three, they can't get out of it, right? They're all
Dead.
No, they're done. They're finished.
No, only 2 technically relegated though,
Dead and buried.
but only 2 mathematically.
Yeah.
Only 2 have
But
R's
dead
next to
anyway.
their name right now. They only 2 with R's next to their name, and the other one
Because
just waiting.
Pops. I'm a romantic man. I got a soft heart for the relegation
Nah.
team.
No bother with the romance. No, there's no romance. These men pull the ripcord and say, "Give me my parachute money. Let me get back down the road." That's what he's men do.
Wolves against Leicester.
3-1 to the Wolves.
Yeah, the hungry
Wolves,
Wolves.
yeah,
Wolves.
Wolves.
2-1.
Gavardi can get a parting goal, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, last set of parties for Vardy now, boy.
Yeah. I'm going 3-0 to Wolves.
I'm going 2-1 Wolves.
Yeah, same here. 2-1 Wolves.
Yeah, that's the score. 2-1 is the score.
Yeah.
Cherries. So Bournemouth against United.
I got 2-0 early, right out the gates. 2-0.
Again, 2-1. Cherries has been disappointing, man.
Yeah,
I think Man United
United
worrying about that Europa thing. They're gonna rest a lot of players, I think.
Yeah.
I'm going 2-1.
Easy win.
I feel them men can score. Them men can concede. Them ignorant boy. It's 2. I get 2-1 because Kepa down there, right?
Yep, 2-1
Yeah.
Cherries.
Yeah, he can concede.
I gave 3-1 Cherries.
I think he can concede.
I'm gonna go 3-2 Bournemouth.
Good game, boy. 2-1. 2-1.
Yeah, I'm good on.
Liverpool, Tottenham.
Wait. Lord Rodney, this is United winning.
You got
away from
United
home.
winning.
Bournemouth.
Wow.
Lord Rodney, you got United winning.
Spurs winning away from home at Anfield.
But Barnes, you didn't do the Forest and Bees game though before we get to Liverpool.
All right, so
we coming down.
Yeah, but we want to leave you for last.
All right, no problem.
Okay, that's true.
Forest against Bees.
That could be a good game,
That's a good game.
Forest at home. Bees
Forest at home. Forest at home. Yeah.
But
Forest
Bees,
at home.
Bees
Boy.
better away from home than they are at home.
Yeah, boy.
They're actually better away from home. I
That
could
one
see
tough
Shabba
one.
I could see Shabba Ranks running past Murillo, boy. Calling.
Nah, boy. Forest got to win this though.
Yeah, they have
got to hold on. They got to dig in. They
2-1.
got to hold on.
I got 2-1 to Forest.
They got to hold on, man.
Yeah, I agree with you, Crab. 2-1.
Ronnie, see, you got
2-1.
United winning away from home, yeah.
I got United. After they got play a Europa League Thursday. Nah, bro, them ain't gonna do that.
All right, 2-1 Forest. Angel, what you saying? Forest, Bees.
Brentford.
Over your boy Murillo? God damn.
2-1. Nah, Thomas Frank all day, brother. Thomas Frank all day.
Jesus.
Yeah.
JP, what you saying?
I go in Brentford. I go in Brentford for this one too.
What? Forest got to win this game, you know.
Yeah, no, but remember Forest playing FA Cup weekend as well.
Yeah, that's true.
That will take a lot out of them.
No.
But this, hey, just so you guys know, this game is May.
But this is a midweek game. Yeah,
it's
first
May
game.
1st is midweek.
Yeah, so that after
so they playing City
this weekend.
Saturday.
And then they playing Thursday. They playing Brentford Thursday.
So they playing Saturday, Thursday, or Sunday, Thursday?
Saturday, Thursday.
That's enough time, man. They can recover.
Why I go in Brentford? Because the game, whether they win or lose, worse yet if they lose to City, they take a hit, and the kind of mental toll it will have with that pressure going into, just like how we say, Brentford play well away from home. So you're coming in where you need that result, and then Brentford really had nothing to play for. They think, so I just have a sneaky feeling Brentford sneak this 2-1, right? And then Forest buckling under the pressure now because they're really in a space where they trying to get our top 4. Yes.
What you saying, Pops?
Man, give a good argument there.
I go 2-1 Forest.
I was just gonna say, but I stay in Forest still. I still feel Forest get edgy because these men they defend like demons, man.
Yeah, I think Forest gonna do it, man. They know that what this is Champions League, boy. They know it is. I think they're gonna do it.
Andrew, what you saying?
He got Brentford, man. Thomas Frank.
Brentford winning.
Liverpool Spurs. I got 4-0 Liverpool.
Championes for the Spud Masters and Spostacoglu can take one. I swear we can get rid of stupid one. Nah, we always do that shite, bro.
Yeah.
Always do that shite. A Solanke header or something, bro. I swear.
What you saying, JP?
4-1 I got.
My heart telling me Salah breaking records. But yeah, I go in a comfortable 3-1. Comfortable.
That's my score, boy. I love that score.
Yeah.
I want to see 6-0 Spurs massacre. Spurs got midweek game too. They got Europa Cup semi-final.
They do.
If I was Spurs, I'd be playing it under 12s.
All right, then.
Hell of what I need.
Yeah, it's not like that's what I was telling Barnes. They can't go nowhere in the league. They can't get relegated.
Exactly.
What's the point?
What you saying, Pops?
Ange come out and said, man, he coming out hard. That's what Ange said, bro.
You know what
Pops
you can do?
Pops going 2-0.
Yeah, I can keep it. I can do my thing. I can keep it level. I can keep it level. Yeah. Not too technical. Just do what you know. 2-0.
Angel?
Clean sheet.
Everything else is a
clean
bonus.
sheet.
Everything else is a bonus. That Pops.
3, 4, 5. I jam in.
It's a
I do
bonus.
it, but correct.
Angel, what you saying?
Draw 0-0.
Jesus Christ.
Oh.
Seriously, no, Angel. Seriously speaking, you can't predict 0-0. Even if you tell me 2-2, but not 0-0. Spurs and Liverpool. Spurs and Liverpool. You honestly feel Spurs and Liverpool could draw 0-0.
All we need is a draw, right? That's all we need is a draw, right? So
yeah, but you think these two teams will draw though? That man's playing highline for life. Highline for life.
And we don't got no shooters and stuff.
Salah
Come on, you just pick it with you.
Come on, man.
Lucho gonna score. Lucho gonna score on Sunday for that.
Lucho gonna go.
Now you know what?
Up.
3-0 Lucho hat trick.
All right, let me predict the FA Cup games. Villa's got who Villa playing? Oh, Palace. Villa playing Palace.
Villa gonna beat them, boy.
I think Villa win.
That's a good game, though.
I think Villa wins 3-1.
I got 2-1 to Villa.
3-1 Villa.
I feel that getting extra time.
I feel Mateta gonna come in there and do a madness. Tyrone Mings versus Mateta.
And he keep plotting the sassy at right back too.
I know. That's a bro.
Foolishness.
Jesus Lord. Eze gonna have a field day with he, boy.
Honestly, agree with you, Barnes, boy.
Yeah.
Villa on penalties.
Gee, you JP. Damn.
Yeah.
I think Villa got too much for them, though. Villa got too much for them in the end.
All right, Jeremy, they gonna ask that question last. Are you gonna start?
I can get 3-2 Villa.
Okay. Angel?
For what?
Villa Palace, FA Cup.
We ain't counting out the scores, though, really.
Where's the Colombian play? In Crystal Palace.
Yeah, he does.
Colombian play for Palace.
Exactly.
That defender, the left back.
Left back and the center defensive midfielder plays for Crystal Palace.
Okay.
So you going Palace?
Yes, sir.
But Teta and Eze, man. Not clean sheet. Whoa.
Fair enough. And it can be City against Forest.
Forest.
Boy, that's gonna be a tough game, bro.
I think Forest.
That's the one game.
I think Forest next that game.
Nah, they get penalties. Forest can better tongues hang out to win that game, boy.
Forest can win that game in penalties. Forest can win that game in penalties.
Yeah, boy. I could see Forest beating that man, you know.
Nah.
I can't see City beating Cells. I can't see City beating Cells.
I could see it, but I don't see it happening.
Boy.
I could see Langer running past that man on the
Nunez at wing back. Nunez at wing back is a liability.
Yeah, bro. I could see Langer running past it easy, bro. And Adore on the other hand, Jesus.
But you heard what he said about that player,
City
right? The
won't
one
win
you
though.
mentioned?
No, but City getting all out to win the FA Cup though. You see how Pep behaving of late with
Yeah.
these wins? He
I-
losing his mind on the touchline now, boy.
I go in City 2-1. And that's why I gave my prediction with the Nottingham
I got you.
Forest.
I got you. I got you. I
losing.
got you. I got
Yeah,
you.
yeah, we got you.
Yeah.
But you heard what he said about that Nunes. Like he said pretty much. Correct me if
I
I'm
got
wrong.
push out those fellas though.
Pretty much saying that he doesn't he's not meant to be a midfielder. That he's better off at a fullback. He doesn't have the brains to be a midfielder.
He said about Mateus Nunes.
Yeah, something along the line. He was more respectful, but you know me, I'm gonna be disrespectful. But yeah.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
I say Forest winning that game 2-1.
And to say that, remember we wanted him and stuff. Remember?
Yeah. Wow. What you saying, Pops?
Against City. I think City can win it. It ain't gonna be
City.
easy though. I think City
yeah.
win. Yeah. City win it a close one. Yeah.
All
I
right.
think it'll be a good game to watch though.
They're playing on Saturday.
Yeah.
Some playing Sunday though, unfortunately.
It's two.
I
It's
can't
only
believe
two
the
games.
one Saturday, one Sunday, I think. Because
Is it?
one
Yeah.
playing the same time as us. I think when we playing the FA
Yeah,
Cup playing,
yeah,
we
yeah.
think.
Yeah, I think the City Nottingham Forest playing the same time as us.
Nonsense.
Yeah. And before we close out, Term, as I said, I forgot to ask you a lot late earlier on which one in the squad you'd feel it somehow hit you when they received their Premier League medal this season, later this season. Gumshield Gorgon for me.
Nah,
That's what
it depends. It depends.
That's what John Wick
there-
says.
Pops, you're good with the history. You guys are good with history. Has there ever been a Colombian title winner in the title winner? In the
Ever.
league?
In the
Yeah.
Prem?
In the Prem.
I gotta Google that, bro.
Probably not, you know. You know what? Lucho can be a big one too.
Off the top of my head,
Falcao when he came on loan with Chelsea, did he win it?
No.
he was at He was not United. He was not United.
Yeah,
He was at
He was
United.
at United.
No, he went to United. Then the season after, he went on loan to Chelsea. I don't know.
I don't think he won it. I don't think he won it.
I'm trying to think.
Off the top.
The
No.
first club in
I
Premier
can't
League
figure.
winner.
He might be.
Man, that's gonna be a problem for me, man. Even though I don't like him.
This
but-
was
The
a
only one
nearly.
I
This was
seen
a
here.
nearly.
The only one I seen here is Aspria.
Man, that was nearly.
He didn't
Nah,
win it.
nearly. He didn't win. He didn't win. He didn't
He
win.
He won it.
He was at Newcastle. Remember?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I remember.
So it's gonna
He
be
won the
this
league in
will be
95,
Lucho.
96
Angel gonna cry when Lucho will get that Prem medal.
with Newcastle.
Yeah, you gonna see me in tears and shit.
It
I'm
says
gonna
right
be-
here on Google.
There's
He won
no
it
way.
95, 96.
Esprilla won the league title.
Juan Pablo Angel played for Aston Villa. Oh no, he didn't win it.
My man, what you talking about?
But that's
Crap,
what
we
said
reading?
Google, bro.
Are you Google wrong?
Oh wait, I forgot.
talking
Juan Pablo Angel played for Aston Villa.
Aston Villa.
forgot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Grab
Google says
the
no,
Google.
Lord Rodney said Google says no. So
Yeah, no,
Lucho will be
no.
first Colombian.
Okay.
So
Newcastle didn't win a
so-
trophy in 70 years, Crab. Remember when they win the
Yeah.
League Cup? It was them who win a trophy in
So-
70 years.
Lucho's gonna hit home for me. Endo, I think for me as well. For all the
Deserves it.
respect
Yeah,
he
he
got.
deserves it.
Gorgon, man.
Yeah, and we know us in this channel. We love our
Yeah, we
Endo.
done
man.
know. We done know. We had the Gorgon like that.
Van Dyke.
Joy-
you know what I mean?
Joy G back. Joy G back or no?
No, he ain't back.
Nah,
Jeez.
Chiesa getting a medal?
he has to get more. minutes.
Chiesa getting a medal.
He ain't played enough yet. He ain't played
No,
enough
he getting a medal. He getting a medal.
He can play the
That don't
last
count.
three
That don't
games,
count no more, pops.
Oh,
That
they
five
don't do that no more?
games thing. No.
Oh, they don't do that anymore.
Okay.
Seriously. Hey, that's nice.
Let me see.
And,
So,
and
wait.
Slot is the first Dutch
So-
manager to win.
So Trey and that man can get medals too?
Who?
Or no?
Wait, did they
They,
have-
none of them ain't playing in the league.
Trey Neone?
They didn't play in the league. They played in the cups. Trey never played. I don't think. Wait,
Trey
hold
come
on.
on in the league late in the
Trey,
game.
Trey played in the league. Yes. Who knows? We can have to see. I think they might. I think some of the kids might.
Man, look, when Virgil van Dijk lift that trophy, I can say, yeah, my skipper. The big Dutchman. Big respect. Everything.
Do we sell Kelleher if Maradashvili wants to stay on loan longer? No. Not for me.
Yes. Being on the choice, man. Can't keep the
So
man locked up in prison.
Man, I got push out for real. We can talk.
All right, Crab.
Peace,
man.
Love,
Who's
love the fam.
Yeah, Sander. Who's the backup?
Yarro's still there?
Yeah, he is still there. It's true.
I think it would be unfair to keep Kels another season behind Ali, man. Even Mamadash really don't sound like he. I mean, as much as he talking about fighting, he really don't want to fight with Ali because he knows that he can be number 2.
He's a good goalkeeper, though.
He is a good goalkeeper.
Like he's literally the reason why they're not getting relegated. Like Valencia's, he's the reason they're not getting relegated because the man is pulling out saves after saves. But
did you see that? Did you see that match when they played Real Madrid and beat them?
Yep.
Yeah, he stood on his
Angel, the man made some saves. I was like, how did you stop that? I couldn't believe it.
That won in games.
He had an amazing Euros too. Remember? He had amazing Euros too.
I think that's where the purchase came from, innit? That was sort of putting him on the map. He's the next one down the line.
Yeah.
I think he might go back on loan for another season, though. I think he actually might stay on loan for another season.
I don't think so. I think you have one goalkeeper for the league and one goalkeeper for the Champions League. Leave it at that,
man. I ain't seeing that, Angel.
Why not?
I've never seen her.
Yeah, the keeper who plays in the league plays in Champions League. So more FA Cup and
I've never seen her. I've never seen you pull the Champions League from your league keeper.
Yeah, you don't do that just.
Real Madrid did it.
When?
Huh?
Casillas and Navas. Navas is the Champions League goalkeeper. And Casillas was the goalkeeper for La Liga.
Seriously?
But that was when Casillas was kind of like, that was when they was transitioning.
He was on his way out or something.
Yeah.
You're probably right, JP. You're probably right.
Yeah.
Joe Gomez will be available the last 1 or 2 games of the season.
Come on, Joey G. Get in there, buddy.
Oh, my God. Jesus Christ.
Wait. You forget last season how good Joey G was, though? Come on, man.
He still hasn't scored, though.
Yeah, I know.
That's why he said get in there, hoping that he can grab one before the end of the season.
Nah, but you know what pissed me off about Joey, man? He used to make those like Steph Curry shots and stuff and expect him to go in, but from half
the crowd would listen every time Joey G get the ball, you hear the crowd shoot. Because
they want him.
He can score off a head at some point in time. You watch Joey G. Peoples, we need Peoples, we need one more like for 40 likes. Make sure you all get us there.
They got to the crowd, man. 40 likes. Love that.
And with that, that is it for us, people. Yeah, there we go. We hit the 40 like mark. If y'all get us to 50, even better.
Love it.
Appreciate you all. Another Friday Night Light out. That's so. JP.
Hashtag 20. Big up, JP.
Yes. Really appreciate it, man. First time on the show.
Yeah, bro. We do this.
All you gotta do is just knock on the door.
We do this.
I'll be back.
every month, the 3rd Friday of every month is when we typically do these.
All right, good man. Got to know.
All right, JP, bless as always, bro.
Yeah, man. Take care.
All right, man.
Big up.
Yes, number 20 on Sunday.
Hashtag 20. There we go. Big up, Lord Rodney. Big up honesty every time. Everybody in the chat.
Yeah. Big up to everybody in the chat. Love as always for supporting us. Enjoy the rest of your night. We will see y'all on Sunday. Watch along. Championship Sunday.
Practice. Yeah. Get your reps.
Yeah. We gotta see if we can mix some trophies or something. Do some sort of fake trophies or something just to replicate the trophy. You know what I mean? But hey. Well, big up as always, people. Love from the Beige and Reds crew. This was a good show, as always. Our elite show every single time. Enjoy your nights. Love. We out. Peace.